All right, OBS is good. Are we live? We are live. Woo! It has been a hot minute, hasn't it? How have y'all been, everybody? Oh my goodness. It has been too long. It has been since what? 3 weeks ago? Mm. Mm. I feel so bad about that because it's like I did it again. I said I said I was back. I thought I thought it was for good this time. It's like okay, thought it was at least until the vacation that I just got home from on Wednesday. But no, no, my throat decided to shit itself, and I had to take care of that for 2 weeks and into my vacation. So yeah, that was great. That was great. Really loved having to deal with that. Felt so terrible that there's been such a drought of content on the channel lately, but I mean, you can read all about my ramblings about that in the description if you want. Like you don't need to hear me talk about that. That's the kind of thing I'd much rather write about. But yeah, point is, we're back and we're gonna be getting into the thick of things here once again. Alex, what's up? How are you doing tonight? So, couple of things since my last stream. I got a new chair for one. So, I have a more comfortable chair to sit on. One of the big problems I had with the cushion seat one that I am thinking about what I want to do with is I get really like you guys don't really need to know this, but like I get really sweaty when I'm like sitting in the same spot for a while on like a cushion. And yeah, you can imagine what the problem with that is. Like, just use your imagination. You don't need me to explain that to you. So yeah, I'm like, I want something with a mesh seat, something that's more breathable. And yeah, I have that now, and it feels so nice sitting on my computer again. Just, it's so much better than what I had before. Like, I genuinely feel great sitting on my computer, and the chair actually leans back and forward without being a pain in the ass to set up. Oh, it's so nice. I can actually lean at my computer. Well, I'm probably gonna try not to do that so much because certain somebody here would yell at me for doing that. But yeah, in other news, as I kind of mentioned with why I was gone for a while again. I went to the doctor, got some meds for my throat, and I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with that since like the day before I went on vacation, and I think they actually seem to be helping. So that's good. Hey, Toxic Gaming, the stick figure. I love me some stick figure stuff. What's up, man? Good shit, Discord. You got it right. You got it right, Discord. Thank you, thank you. Man, I didn't think I'd be starting at midnight, but that's what I get for taking an hour to set things up. You know. But yeah, if you're not familiar with what this is foreign relations. I covered both of the demos for this mod back when they came out. It's been a bit since those demos came out, and I really liked what I saw in those demos. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now. I really liked what I saw in the demos, and I hope the full release holds up. I hope this release holds up because it's like, oh man, oh man, if the full release here can actually deliver, then we might be in for a treat here. I am curious just how much more there's going to be to see, from the full release of Act 1 compared to where the demo left off. It's been a bit since I've played the demo, so I don't exactly remember where the demo left off. I'm trying to think. Like I said, it's been a bit. But yeah, that's kind of the history I have with this mod. It's a mod I played on two different demo nights. When the first demo and then the extended demo came out, I played both of those. I thought they were very good. I liked the potential and the idea with it. And if you're wondering what the idea is, pretty self-explanatory. We are playing as a transfer student to Japan, and it actually really leans into that aspect of playing as a transfer student in a foreign country, because it's in this it's a very different setup from the base game. It's very detached from it, and something I like about it is you don't really need to know much about the base game to really get it. It's really just off doing its own thing, and I love it when mods just do their own thing. Basically, the synopsis is, we're a transfer student going to Japan. We meet up with the literature club in Japan. We're being hosted by Monika. So yeah, you can imagine where things are going to go from there. I'll leave it to your imagination. But yeah, we're there for 1 year, and we're going to see what happens, basically. I've really been looking forward to the full release here. And I want to emphasize this is just the full release of Act 1. It's not done. The mod still isn't done yet. This is just everything for Act 1. There's still more to come. So this is kind of the setup phase for, this we're kind of introducing everybody, establishing we're establishing the world of the place where we're going to be in Japan and what to expect. I need to decide what route I'm going to do for my first playthrough of this, because this is a this is an all routes mod where you have multiple routes that you can pursue. And this game also features an in-game stat system, kind of like My Doki Doki Snafu. I don't really know how it works yet. I didn't really mess around with the stats thing too much when I played Snafu. I'm hoping to do that more justice with this. I've been told it doesn't have a huge impact on Act 1, so we'll see what happens. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's something I really want to explore with this mod because it's something I don't see very often with different mods, and it's something that really made this mod stand out for me. In addition to just the idea that we're a transfer student going to Japan. Like that's something I hadn't really seen before. I liked the idea and I liked the way it was executed. Just the demos were great. That's really all I can say. That I don't know what to tell you, man. Um, it's like what what am I supposed to say, man? Oh, why did I get pinged in the server? Oh shit! Somebody beat me to the punch. uh, I just went to the team relations server and they did a freaking server announcement page saying that I'm live. Thank you guys. Thank y'all at team relations server. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. I love it. But yeah, I'm still gonna put my own like caption in the promo channel anyway. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. That's something I meant to bring up while I was sending out links and stuff. Bro, like how much were y'all impacted by the giant IT crash that was caused by CrowdStrike on the 19th? Like how much did that impact y'all? Because I'm genuinely curious. Because it didn't really impact me. It didn't really impact me because nowhere I really went or have been in the last couple days was impacted by it. But I mean, I watched video after video on that, and it was fucking wild. Like the amount of shit that I was hearing went down because somebody made a massive screw up when they rolled out that overnight update for their security software that apparently all these big companies depended on. Just completely shit the bed and caused so many Windows machines to just crash and just get stuck in a boot loop so then you couldn't even fucking boot the computer properly. Like it was nuts the amount of stuff that was impacted. Like you couldn't like the computers were broken at the bank. There was shit at the hospitals that was broken. Emergency call centers were impacted. You couldn't get cash from the ATM. All the restaurants were taking cash because they couldn't use their fucking card readers or whatever. So it was just such a shit show. Airports were closed down, thousands of flights were delayed. It's like the amount of shit that one fucking screw up by CrowdStrike just had massive repercussions, and it's like, holy shit, it's actually scary to think about just how much stuff was impacted, and it's like, if that went on for a prolonged period of time, like, what the fuck would that look like? Like, I remember watching a video while I was doing one of my overnight shifts in the last couple of days, and yeah, like, they kind of started breaking it down for like what would happen over time the longer like that system crash just didn't get fixed. And it's scary. It's scary to think about. And I mean, the worst part about it was just the fact that the only fix is manual. Like, this was an IT fucking nightmare, for any IT guys. Like, if anybody watching this in the future is an IT guy, I would love to hear from you about today, because not today, but July 19th, 2024, because holy shit, the amount of comments I read from people's videos from IT guys saying what a nightmare that day was, I just what they had to deal with, and what I read the solution was in order to fix the boot loop, basically going through a multi-step process to boot it into safe mode, find the files. If you have to, go through BitLocker to encrypt it, jump off a bridge is what people were saying, because it's that fucking annoying. Don't actually do that for legal reasons. Don't do it. But yeah. So it's like, if you have to go through BitLocker, you do that. You find the program files, dig into there, find the files related to the most recent update that was dropped, and then delete all of it, reboot the system, and if it's fixed, good. You can go download the fucking patch. It's like the amount of shit, the amount of hoops you have to jump through to get the computer to fucking work again is just ridiculous. And then imagine having to do that for every single computer at your office, or your at your work, whatever it is. Whether it's the bank, the airport, the fucking hospital, whatever it is. Just imagine having to do that, you know, for every individual system, one at a time. Like, I can't even imagine that. That is just, oh, no, no. I cannot imagine that. Like, man. That is crazy. So, hats off to the IT guys that are working to fix it. But yeah, nightmare fuel indeed, David. Nightmare fuel indeed. How the heck are you, man? Dev in the chat. Let's go. Just in time. We're just about to get started. Just got done rambling, sending out links. You can read more of my ramblings in the description, because I haven't been live in almost a month. It's crazy. But yeah, we're about to get started. Fan mod, unaffiliated Team Salvado, time to be played after the original game. Yada yada yada. Yup. Just type in that link if you don't have the zip file just sitting on your desktop like I do. I am too, man. I've been waiting a long time for this. I've had nothing but good things to say about the demos, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that translates to a fully released Act 1. Now, with that out of the way, are you ready to study abroad? Well, I can't complain. You're not giving me enough options. Ooh, is this a new menu theme, or was this in the game before? I don't remember. Either way, it's very nice. volume alright, guys? Okay. Don't know what that says, but I like it. Increase text speed. I'm gonna bring that down a bit. It's a little loud in my headphones. Let me know if the volume's alright. But yeah, extras, that's just standard stuff for... That's just standard stuff for this particular template. I imagine this is a link to the Discord server. I imagine this will be for when we unlock the CGs that are in this mod. I think I read on the mod page, which is linked in the description, by the way. Check it out if you don't have the mod already. I believe there's 2 CGs that are supposed to be in Act 1 here, so we'll see. I'm down to be surprised. Yep, let's check this out. Standard stuff. I am a very thorough man. I always like to check this stuff, because you never know. You never know what you're gonna find. And I gotta say, I like the art for the menu here. It really gives you that feeling when you're about to dive into Japan. Speaking of Japan, anybody heard about has anybody been hearing about the shit show that's been going on with Assassin's Creed Shadows lately? I don't know if anybody's been following that, but I have, because the drama's more interesting than the game, to be honest. And holy shit, the way Japan has responded to the way Ubisoft has been handling that game is so fucking entertaining. I'm just gonna go with the usual standby. Disclaimer, when dialogue text is displayed like this, it is meant to signify that the characters are speaking in Japanese. I guess that wasn't clear enough in some of the demos, but that's something I was able to pick up on pretty quickly. And that's something I talked about before, that it's a mod that really delves into that aspect of, being a foreign exchange student, where, nobody speaks like your native tongue, really. The only one that does is Monika here, and I mean, she's still learning, She's still learning English in this mod, and the others don't really know how to speak it that much. So, yeah, it's a very unique experience, and it's something, I really like about this mod. It really gives you that experience of being a foreign exchange student. It's like, instead of just knowing how to speak Japanese, which I'm guessing is what we're going over there to learn how to do. I really don't know. I don't really remember why we're going over to Japan, other than just to go to Japan, which is enough of a reason in and of itself. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to go to Japan? Anyway, I'm kind of rambling again. Onyx, what's up, man? Good to see you. Let's get into it. Subdued, high-pitched whine gives way to a rumbling racking, reverberating in my chest as the rest of my body is gently yanked forward in my seat. We must be landing. Oh yeah, there's also this notebook tab. I'm not sure what that's for yet. I mean, I kind of have an idea from the demos, but we'll find out. We'll find out along the way. Yep, we're landing. The onslaught of audible and physical cacophonies serve as a rude awakening, the tires making contact with the tarmac, providing most of it. Man, is that really so loud? Like, if anybody's flown before, like, is that really the loudest thing that you hear when you're landing? Because I've never flown before. I don't actually know. Catching a few hours of sleep on the plane was much needed, but a steady fatigue still mulled over my brain. Nothing a lethal amount of caffeine can't fix, though. Monika would approve. Mind tries to process the next 24 hours. The wheres, the whats, the whens, the costs. All into a monotonous process that felt second nature to me. Really. Nothing could disrupt me on how I was going to settle down in this new world I found myself in. The world of Japan. Save for a few ambiguities, though I can't really expect much more of my homeschool's competency in these things. Christ, one time they mixed up their recycled and drinking water pipes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. You don't want that. Oh, here we go. Here we are. We're at the airport. We've arrived. Hope you all booked your flights. 'Cause we're here. Walking down the jet bridge to arrivals, I soon come to realize I'm no longer inside an air-conditioned heating flight again. Nope. The chill soon finds itself, and I zip up my hoodie in an attempt to retain much of my heat. Looking out the window shows a vast concrete plateau adorned with lights. As passenger jets taxi, take off, land, a frantic scurry that seems all too chaotic. Indeed, that's the nature of an airport. I'm doing pretty good, Onyx. How are you doing tonight? I'm feeling good. Probably the best I've felt since I took another leave of absence to deal with my throat. Oh my god, that was unplanned and that was terrible. I hated that. All under a gentle scattered light through an overcast sky. A mental reminder tells me to take out my phone. Turn airplane mode off, checking for any notifications I might have missed out on during the flight. Of course, switching over to the airport Wi-Fi as I don't have a SIM card. Yep, we'll have to fix that. Ah, our boy JJ. Oh, brother. Oh, hold up. I think that's new. I don't remember that from before. He got himself a profile picture. Yo. Look at him. He living the good life. Look at this guy. He's like, yo, have you landed yet? What's it like? Chill, dude. Only set foot in Japan for like an hour. Have we really been at the airport for an hour already? Didn't we like just get off the plane? How far back? How far in the back of like coach were we on this plane? Like, oh my god. Just relaxing after work? Touche, man. Touche. It's damn cold is what it is. That's right. I think the early part of this mod, so Act 1 here, takes place during like the fall and winter time. Because there's a lot of folders in the game files titled like winter sprites for the different characters. So I'm waiting to see what that looks like. No snow though. Not yet. Not yet. You don't seem excited, bruv. More or less sent on exile. I don't think I should be all that pumped. Brother, you're in the motherfucking homeland of anime. The birthplace of anime, Japan. The fuck are you not excited about? Yeah, but you're in Japan. See? JJ gets it. Lots of cool stuff, for real. Yeah, Japan is a wild place, man, from what I've heard. You get to make new friends at school, maybe cop a baddie. Dude, you realize this shit isn't like an anime. School is school. I'm sure boringness transcends languages and cultures. Fair. Alright, pipe down. Just trying to be optimistic. I'm just trying to be realistic. Well, sometimes your realisticness brings down the mood, so you know, get with it. This is why you get no bitches. Oh, remind me who you went to formal with. Oh, yeah, our boys got you there, JJ. He's like, thought so. Aight, come on, man. That aside, you know I can't really make small talk with strangers, let alone with a language barrier between us. Yeah, that's the problem. That's not like I'm gonna end up in some whimsical situations. Like in that one anime you recommended, where it's just some guy surrounded by girls all the time. So in other words, in isekai, or something like that, you're not missing out on much, I assure you. I imagine his tone will be different once we start getting into the thick of things here. Alright, fine. Just don't miss out on anything, though. I want to know. I wouldn't waste this opportunity by being a loner and shit. Especially when you can cop a Japanese baddie. Leave your old self back at St. Hewlett's, bruv. Whatever. Put my phone back in my coat pocket. JJ and I must have been chatting for a while. I can now see the entrance to customs through to arrivals. Small queue seems to have been built up from the other passengers for my flight. I take this time to get ready. Yeah, that's one of the good things about just hanging back. You can let all the people more eager to get through than you get through, so that the line shortens up. I repositioned my bag to pull out the folder with all my documentation, passports, and the like, in anticipation for screening at customs. The queue gets smaller by the minute, and I soon remember I have to take my laptop out onto a separate tray to get scanned. Yep, because that's how customs works. I take a stroll around the airport for a quick lunch, having just retrieved my luggage from the carousel. I spot a chick-looking joint that sells prepackaged meals in a neat little box. When in Rome, I guess. Exactly. Man needs food. Going to choose whatever looks the most appetizing, prices marked out on small yellow paper stickers on their covers. I flip through my wallet to check out if I've exchanged enough yen for this. Moment of truth. Good to go. My man. He might not know a whole lot of Japanese, but he is ready to go on buying shit. Man's got his priorities fucking straight. I go over to the cashier and give them the exact amount of yen for it, as I really don't want to embarrass myself by butchering this poor worker's language and making an ass out of myself. Good idea. They take the bill and hand me a receipt, having just been coughed out by a delicately yellowed small plastic printer. Have a good one. You too. He talks like me at work. Wait. Fuck. Too late to think about that. I don't have a moment to go over what just happened back at the bento stall as I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket. Dude's probably seen a lot of tourists. He's picked up on little bits of English here and there. Shouldn't be that surprising. I look for a spot to sit down and take in my surroundings. Given its closeness to where I just was, this has gotta be some sort of food court. Bare concrete pillars line the outside, a few meters away from the floor-to-ceiling windows. The floor is made out of some polished stone that has some obvious wear and tear to it, as its shimmer is occasionally broken by streaks left over from rubberized caster wheels and foot traffic. Yep, probably taken a beating over the years. Probably hasn't been waxed in a bit. That shit's hard to maintain. I think we do floor waxing like twice a year. Something like that. At least once a year. I sit down at a bench, first checking on the notification on my phone. St. Hewlett's College, Kirbayashi High School Exchange Channel. Ah! I forgot what the name of the academy was. I was trying to I was trying to think of what the name of the school was from this mod, but I just couldn't remember it. Yep, so we're meeting at the food court. Let's hit it. Let's do it. I stole my lunchbox back into my bag and haul ass to the meetup point, given its distance. Scan the area around me. Seems like another food court, though the decor and general air of it was leagues above the one I was just at. I think the background is different. I don't remember it looking like this in the demo. Natsuki, hello! Nice to see you in chat. How are ya? The ceiling was a lot lower. lent itself being more extravagant. The silhouette's hidden behind scones to give off the look that the ceiling itself is glowing. The seating arrangements were vastly superior too. Booths upholstered and tartan cushions aligned themselves in an orderly manner, giving some privacy between groups. Far better than a hodgepodge of sheet aluminum tables and benches. Yeah, like the one you might find in a mall or something. All the tables had groups of people on them, save for the odd loner, and I was hard-pressed to find the correct one. Yep, I would be at one of those tables meant for like 1 or 2 people. Just as I was doubting myself on finding them, I spotted a group of girls in uniform near a table they've claimed. That must be our cue. The colors are on point with mine as I packed before the flight. A grayish blazer with blue skirts. That has to be Kobayashi High. I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong now that I'm looking at it. Kuribayashi? I'm probably still butchering that. I'm trying my best. As I approach the group, I spot one of them, adorned with a red bow, gently nudge the girl with the white bow next to her, soon pointing in my direction. They've noticed us. A thought crosses my mind whether hair accessories signify a pecking order, but I soon dismissed this notion. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Over here. Hello, Monika. She outstretches an arm up in the air and flashes a wide grin, unaware of any tension she might bring to herself. Nah, she don't care. I get closer only to realize the reality of the situation before me. The hustle and bustle of the food court dying down in my head. Yeah. Bro's just gotta take in the moment here. He's like, wait a minute. This is my escort? This is my escort. Oh, hell yeah! The rest of the world is melting away outside my ever-narrowing cone of vision. 1? Sorry. I need the mouse for dramatic effect. 1, 2, 3. Ah, crap! They're all girls! I steel myself as I make first contact with these strangers from a strange land. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hey guys, you're Kuribayashi High, yeah? I do a quick recount on what I just said and internally facepalm at my own expense. Nice. Spent all that time preparing yourself, and you still fucked it. Good job. Good job. You're worth every penny, mate. For 1, they're all girls. 2, I think they're all called Kuribayashi. 3, ending a sentence with yeah is cryptic as hell for them. Then to wrap things up, I don't even know if they understood all that. That's the point I was going to bring up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of them know what you just said. Except for maybe Monika, as mentioned from the previous demos that I've played. We're off to a great start here. Yes, you are. You're doing great. Like I said, keep it up. You're worth every penny, mate. The girls exchange cursory glances at one another before deciding the one with the white bow is the one to respond to that mismatch of diplomatic vomit. Yes, we are. I'm Monika. This is Sayori and Natsuki. I have to say, I really like the detail on the text boxes. I don't know if that was present in the demos, but it's a really nice touch. It gives it a little bit more character. And this music. Mani like what she hears. This is good stuff. Okay, lesson learned from last time, keep it simple. Good to see all of you. Likewise. I take note of Monika. I suspect she's the host I've been assigned to. I exchange handshakes with them, and then take my seat, after which one of them speaks up. The pink-haired one, who I believe, going by seating order, is Natsuki, says something in an inquisitive tone which gets a stern reply from the red bow. Natsuki's face then emerges with the hue of crimson, with the rest of the group laughing at her expense. I think. All I could gather from that little exchange was boy. Period should be inside quotations. I guess they're talking about me. Who else are they going to be talking about? You just arrived at their table. All of them soon reach into their bags. I glance over to Monika as some desperate plea as to what to do. He's trying his best to understand the concept. Yeah, he's trying his best to understand what's happening here from the context clues, but he's not getting a whole lot of feedback. We're having lunch. Would you like to join us? Screw it. If she's the person who I think she is, I'm sure she's fluent enough. Sure thing. She's at least able to hold basic conversation, so that's a start. I retrieve my lunchbox from my bag, whilst catching on to little tidbits of the conversation the girls are having between them, with the word right showing up here and there. As soon as my eyes are redirected from my bag to the tabletop, I met with two pairs of inquisitive eyes. Oh, hello, sorry. One I'm fairly familiar with, but the other one wants to say something but can't quite communicate. Yep, Sayori trying to communicate. Oh my goodness. Why is that just the cutest mental image? Like, I can just imagine, like, you know, a nervous Sayori tapping her fingers together, you know, whispering to Monika or whoever's next to her what she wants to say. Like, oh my god, that's just the cutest mental image, and I love it. As soon as I catch on, Sarah glances away, staring down at her own lunch. Aww. Excuse me. You know, I thought you'd be a guy. We all thought you'd be a girl. The exchange channel abbreviates our first names, so I had a feeling something like this would happen. In any case, Ms. Stark, it's good to finally meet you in person. We all continue with unpacking our lunch until Suri pipes up to Monika. Her hand gestures tell me it's got something to do with me and my lunch. Suri appears to relent to Monika and looks at me, eye contact breaking with every time she touches her indexes together. May I have one? Ah, yep, that's Sayori for you. I slide over my bento to her and give her a nod, her eyes lighting up after doing so. This seems to get a giggle out of everyone else. Because it's typical Sayori behavior. Sayori asserts herself and grabs a piece of fried tofu from my bento, self-satisfaction plastered on her face. Given her eagerness to take a bit of my lunch, I retract my bento, away from the range of her chopsticks. Monika nudges Sayori back and says something to her in an authoritative tone. What do you say afterwards? Yes, I caught what she said. Thank you. Welcome. Hey. A lot of us finished our lunch 10 minutes ago, and the rest of the group has been engaged in idle chit-chat. I somewhat strain my ears to hear what they're saying, picking up words that are often brought up. I focus on a couple, especially on this literature club I keep hearing about. Curiosity gets the better of me, and I press Monika for answers. Hey Monika, are you in a club? Yes, actually. These two are in it as well. If we had one more come over, this would have been a club meeting of sorts. I'm the club president, and Sayori is the vice president. Huh. So there is a pecking order. Mm-hmm. Just not in the way that you think. I see. What's your club about? Some, how do you say, poetry, books. We talk about them and write some as well. Huh. I know it doesn't sound all too exciting, but... Oh no! I'm fully interested. club could be a massive help with my learning. It's partly the reason why I got transferred anyways, language enrichment and so on. Ah, yeah. That's what it was. It's kind of what I figured. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons to study abroad is to learn another language and, actually become fluent in it by, living over there and having to rely on your language skills to be able to carry out your daily life. So, yeah. Makes sense. Monika is dumbfounded. My mind rushes back to what JJ told me. Leave your old self back at St. Hewlett's, bruv. That needs quotations. Since that's an exact quote. Fuck. Consider this my application. Monika shoots me a warm smile, soon outstretching a hand to me. I'll do the same. Application accepted. Welcome aboard. Glad to be here. Thank you. I noticed the two other girls glance at each other speculatively, with Natsuki being the most vocally interrogative. Oh yeah, she's not gonna take too kindly to this. Stranger we literally just met that came from another country, joining the club, if that's what she's interpreting. She's like, fuck. She's like, the fuck, man. You literally just met this guy and you're gonna welcome him into the club? This back and forth comes to a close, with Suri facing Monika in an equally puzzled demeanor Natsuki had with her a moment ago. Monika, did he just join? Yes. I'm guessing I just shook up the vice president over a combination of granting her a new member and the fact that I can understand a modicum of Japanese. Displays of awe and excitement vie for control over her face before deciding on just awe. You can speak Japanese? Yes, only some though. I came to Japan to learn. May your club be good to me. I imagine like he, politely bows forward a little bit, with his hands clasped, like, may your club be good to me. Didn't sound right, but I'm sure she'll get the gist of it. This is one mod where broken language is actually gonna make sense, because that's like the whole point. He's trying to learn. Yes, very good. Natsuki will make cupcakes for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Natsuki does not take kindly to this. I shoot Natsuki an eyebrow, her mouth agape in shock. I mean, we didn't ask for this, Natsuki. We're just as surprised as you, okay? Wow, just for me? Sayori, you dummy! Damn, shit's about to get real. Natsuki slams an upright hand on the top of Sayori's head, as if to split it open with a lighthearted karate chop. No, Natsuki's just giving Sayori a bonk. Monika and I share a laugh at the pair's expense. Ow! Natsuki's chop to the head may not have been as lighthearted as I thought if it warrants that type of reaction from Sayori. Like I said, a bonk on the head. Might have been a little rough, though. But that's Natsuki for you. That's what I expect. You need water. I glanced back to Natsuki, curious if she's somewhat remorseful, but I see she's beet red and a little bit out of breath. What I think she meant to say was that this is a special occasion, so catering is in order. Well, you're all too kind. An awkward silence soon falls over our group, with the commotion of the airport serving as our salvation out of it. I scramble my brain trying to find another way out of it, only to find it focusing on the very situation I find myself in. Just some foreigner surrounded and building, surrounded and building rapport with three, quite frankly, cute schoolgirls. I know I just said this is the mod where like broken English is gonna make some sense, but that's still broken English. Like, Like, I don't know what that is. Now that I think about it like that, this seems strikingly familiar. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, he's got it. Bingo! I rifled through my bag to find my sunglasses. Wait a minute, that's another bingo card idea. Or no, not a bingo card idea, soundboard idea. There we go. I need that Homer voice line, bingo. Whenever that shows up. Okay, no scroll wheel. Yep, I need that Homer voice line from when he says bingo in the movie. 'Cause I love the way he says it in the movie. I rifled through my bag to find my sunglasses. The rest of the girls catching on to me, making haste on my rucksack. Find the pair stowed in the front pocket, just barely tangled on a phone charger wire. Everything always gets tangled in your bag. Seriously, how does that happen? I urged the group over toward a window and providing better lighting for the photo. Oh my god. Look at this man. Seriously. Look at this man. This man knows exactly what he's doing. This man knows exactly what he's doing. I'm gonna caption this: living life in Japan. Delightfully devilish grin finds itself growing on my face as I pull out my phone, unlocking it with my fingerprint and opening the camera app. He is, Shadow, he is posing like an absolute Chad right now. But the one that surprised me the most about this is how Natsuki goes along with it so willingly. Like, look at her, she's really going for it. I put on my sunglasses carefully, trying not to poke any eyes out. Yeah, don't do that. As all the girls had their eyes trained on me, they picked up on what I'm about to do. Peace signs form from my peripheral view. I raised my phone to try to get everyone in frame and try to replicate one of those gang signs JJ taught me. No, he's putting up the horns, man. That's what he's doing. Universal sign of fuck yeah, this rules. He takes the photo. Man, we need a camera flash there. We need a camera. We need like a background of this with like we need a background of this with like him like getting his camera ready and all of that. Then like, you know, you have the camera flash and then it shows this and it's just like fuck yeah. Just spitballing ideas here. Take off my sunglasses and put them back into the front pocket of my bag with as much forethought as last time. You don't think about how you put shit in your bag, especially if there's not a lot in it. Just chuck it in there. It'll be fine. I inspect the photo for a moment before spotting the time and immediately feeling a sense of urgency take over. Hey, Monika, you said over the exchange channel there would be other things you would show me after the meeting at the airport. It's, I locked the phone and showed her the lock screen. Time of day as large as it could be on my phone.
Oh, right. We have to hurry back to the station. The airport is very far from mine and the rest of the others.
Monika then stands, quickly turning her head to the other two.
Sayori, Natsuki, let's go!
The rest follow suit, and I press the button on my luggage to extend its carrying handle. I kick the lower end of my luggage while on the move to get it into a more ergonomic position. It isn't long to reach the exit of the airport. The sliding doors let loose a brisk gust of January wind. Yeah, so... So, must be a warm winter, kind of like the one that we had this past year. If there's no snow yet, since our boy mentioned that over the phone earlier, with his boy JJ. So yeah, it must be a warm winter, kind of like the one that we had last year. Cause yeah, we barely got any fucking snow last year at all. We need Doki Doki Throat Goat Club. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fucking wild. What is up, Oreo? What is up, my man? It hasn't been long since we boarded the airport express train, so much so that a few of us were nearly swept off our feet from the sudden change in motion once the train got going. Yep, always a little shocking when the train starts moving, and you're not expecting it. If you're like finding a seat or like you just got a meal or something from one of the other coaches, and you're going back to your seat, and then it starts moving, it's like whoa. Yeah, you gotta struggle to hold your food in place. We'll make that too. Like I said, I'm just spitballing ideas. That sounds perfect for that CG. I look out the window to watch an ever-increasing density of buildings fly past me. A few minutes pass and this landscape broadens out into the horizon. Basically, anyone who sucks Earth and takes it all the way, at least from one of the things I've seen on the hub. I bet. Yeah, sounds fucking wild, man. Don't need to know any more than that. I don't know if anything like that'll ever get made, but if it does, I will have truly seen it all, because that is fucking wild. An endless concrete ecumenopolis caked in green skies. Uh-huh. I wasn't saying you guys were gonna make that. In fact, I would say probably don't do that, because that would easily be 18 plus mod and would probably not be allowed on the fucking mod on the fucking forum. Like that would probably have to be like a private release on a Discord server or something. Like I wouldn't have any interest in it, but like I said, if somebody did make that, I will have truly seen it all. Yep. Yep, you are indeed correct, Shadow. Germany has arrived in the chat. How the heck are you, Germany? Pretty sure I looked this up last time. Oh damn, that sounds like some sci-fi bullshit. Ecumenopolis, a single city encompassing the whole world that is held to be a possibility of the future. Like I said, goddamn, that sounds like some sci-fi bullshit. Who 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 came up with that word? You feel foreign in here? Well, this is the foreign relations stream, so everybody from all around the world can gather in here. And I mean, hey, I already have a very international audience anyway. I mean, shit, we got people from Britain, we got people from Britain, Australia, other parts of the EU, America. Like, bruh, it's crazy to me how many different places people come from to view the stream. It's wild. I think we even had somebody from South Africa before. Like, that's wild to think about, man. Still waiting for Japan to join the chat. Somebody get on that. Yeah, somebody get Japan in here. Somebody get Japan in here. I need to ask them what they're gonna do about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I feel miserable about it, but I try my best to keep a neutral face, constantly reminding myself that it could always be worse. At least there's no graffiti, no assholes doing pull-ups on the handrails in the train, or random puddles of God knows what on the floor. Did this dude come from like San Francisco or Detroit or something? Like, I really want to know where this guy came from. I don't remember much of my German, so I don't know what you are saying, Oreo. Sounds interesting though. At least it's clean. Maybe when the snow comes around, it'll be better. I've talked about this before, but I'm one of those people that thinks everything looks good when there's like a blanket of snow on the ground. Like, I've talked about it. I've talked about it before, but I really loved. I really love that. I can't, get enough of it. No matter how many different images like that I get from emails from Pinterest whenever they feel like sending them to me, because usually they send them like once or twice a day. Like, these are so you. Ideas are so you, and I'm just like, cool. I'll look at them, but I'm not really gonna engage with it past that. Yeah, I look at it and I just feel I just feel so calm looking at it. It's just so pretty. Anyway, enough of me gushing. Let's get on. Let's get on with it. Oh god, I had some saliva going on the wrong pipe. God damn it! It's because I have a cough drop in my mouth. I see Monica's head turn towards me in my peripheral vision, dwelling for a few seconds before returning. Monika. Yes, that is her name. She's been a big help so far. The last thing she taught me was how to buy tickets from the machines. She explained that not every train ride needs tickets, but for this one it did. I mull over the process of buying tickets from these types of stations, ultimately deciding to just go over the video I recorded of Monika pointing out which buttons to press and in which order. All the different colors provide a nice contrast to the litany of Japanese text, lending them a great deal of amount of readability. Going over the video several times, I pick up on certain bits of kanji that show up a couple of times. I feel like I should remember this for later. This is the kind of thing I would absolutely have to write down. Otherwise, I would never remember all the different combinations, because that's just how my mind works. You need Monaco to make fake tickets for airlines. I mean, shit, bro. I think they were making, like, paper tickets for, airlines on the 19th when, the big fucking IT crash happened. Bro, that was fucking wild. Like, I still haven't gotten over just how insane that whole thing was. I woke up on the 19th, getting ready for another overnight. I start, looking at YouTube to see if there's anything interesting that's happened in the world, and I just see multiple videos about this giant IT crash that apparently happened overnight. And when I heard about what all was happening, I'm just like, holy shit! The biggest IT crash in history. All because somebody probably wrote. All because somebody probably wrote one dodgy line of code in that update, and it just fucking bricked. you know, and it just bricked so many computers, put them in a boot loop, so that they had to do all that shit to get it out of that, so that they could download the patch that they released. Because it's like, sure, you released the patch, but nobody can fucking download it because all the computers are stuck in a boot loop. Nobody can load up their computer properly. Like, oh my god, it was something else, man. Yep, this is what I was just talking about. Writing them down. Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica. How long is this train ride? A little over an hour from now, I think. A little over an hour. But yeah, gets the point across. Alright. Yeah, that's the thing, Germany. Like, this was an automatic update for this security software that happened overnight. Like, while most people, in, my neck of the woods were sleeping. Like, all the people that had this software from CrowdStrike, this happened overnight. Like, everybody was sleeping. Like, half of the world at least was sleeping when this happened. So, like, they woke up, went to work, went to like their office or their bank or whatever, and they just discovered all their computers were fucking blue screen, and they couldn't do shit because the security software glitched. Like, the update screwed something up so bad that the computer couldn't boot up properly. And Ninja, if you've seen me play the demos, we haven't gotten past the demo content yet, so we're still getting there. But there was a new CG, so that was cool. It was a really cool one. I recommend rewind it at least to see that, because that was cool. I took up my notebook and pen from my bag that's in front of my feet. Time spent moving and doing nothing else seems wasteful, so I might as well be a little productive. I did, mate. I did. I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's on the to-do list. It's something I'm going to get to eventually. I just saw that this released recently, and that my boy David here, the dev, like the lead guy on the project, he's gonna be going to like basic training or something, because he's joining the military soon. He's going to like basic training or something, and it's like, I gotta do this for my boy here. I gotta play this for my man David here. I can't let him miss it. I couldn't let him miss like my first stream of this. Cause like I've been looking forward to this for a while. He could die at basic. No faith in the man. Goddamn Shadow. Wow. No faith in our boy David here. God damn. I unfold the folding table between Monika and I, trying to figure out how and where it's supposed to spin. Eventually it lies flat above my lap, barely bending from its joint as I place my notebook and phone on top of it. Seems a little stiff, that table. I press play on the video again and pause to a specific point showing a text box with kanji on it. I try to replicate it as best as I can in my notebook, after which I end it with a dash. What does this mean, Monika?
Purchase, buy, something like that.
The other one?
If it's with the same one, it means the same thing, but if it's on its own, it means enter.
Ah, thanks. I write out the definitions after their respective dashes, after which I end with another dash.
How would you say them? Buy and enter. Thanks.
I write out how they're said in hiragana after their final dashes. Which I'm guessing is like their way of like phonetically pronouncing their different kanji. So interesting. I can tell you just woke up, Germany. Get your mind out of the gutter, Jesus. Get some coffee or something, or some water. Monika and I continue this back and forth until there's no more video left to analyze. A good chunk of a page in my notes in my notebook's got new kanji translations now. Must have doubled the amount of it in the span of a few minutes. Yep, good shit, man. Good job. I flipped through the other pages of my notebook to see how far I've come learning Japanese, feeling somewhat embarrassed at how pell-mell my organization of certain topics are throughout it. Well, my notes are very scatterbrained too, so it's all good. Especially when I know I'm being watched, and especially because they know how to read both languages in my notebook. Because of this, I make an effort to not cross over the halfway mark of it. Content with my work, I fold my table back into its little crevice and stole my pen and notebook back into my bag. I stretch out before reclining back into my seat. Bump my headset. Yeah, you got that right, David. You got that right.
Ben, do you have any friends back home?
Subtle. I know she didn't mean it like that, so I don't comment on it. However, I still find it pretty funny in my self-depreciating mind. Self-deprecating, sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, but they always had to go to some other school or move away eventually. Didn't really keep in contact with many of them afterwards. But there's one guy I've been friends with for quite a while. I remember the original purpose I took that photo for back at the airport, but I gotta send it to him before I hit the hay. You don't need that but there, just a period there, and I gotta send it to him. Works just fine. Germany. I initially read that as David Cookland, and I was about to be like, boy, yeah, boy, he has been cooking with this mod. I know for a fact he'll attempt an international call over it multiple times. I still keep in touch with him. He's been real keen on what I've been up to. Oh yeah, especially now that he knows you're in Japan. He wants all the deets, man. All the deets. What brought this up?
Oh, it's just that before we went through that video and analyzed it together, you reminded me of a friend we have. The one that didn't come with us to meet with you. She isn't really lively, like those two over there.
Monika turns her head over to Sari and Natsuki, both leaning over to their left. Drool seeping from the corners of their mouths, the pair out like a light. That apostrophe's not necessary. Bad timing, but point taken. Hey! What's up, Zach? My man! How you doing?
Anyways, she tends to keep to herself a lot and always looks like she's in deep thought.
I see the similarities, I guess. She's not one for loud places or crowds either, I assume?
Yes, hence her absence.
Good point. Oreo, stop giving her ideas. God damn it! Canon Mod Me did that more than once. I'm gonna stop reading right there and just move on. And Zach, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. It's very good. What have you been up to, man? We haven't talked much lately.
Yeah, hence her absence.
And her English? How much does she know?
Oh, she's quite good, actually. She reads a lot. She has a translated copy of a novel and the original English one side by side while she reads. I would say that she's almost as good as me, but she doesn't really know how to form sentences properly. But she would occasionally say some really long English word that none of us know, then never explain it.
Yeah. There's a reason Yuri is known as the Maiden of Mystery. She knows when to leave the people thinking. Been grinding on Minecraft, Fortnite, and recently Genshin Impact. Ah. Yeah, I've been hearing a bit about that game lately. I think it's totally stupid what has been happening outside of the game with that. But I fucking loved the devs' response to the people complaining. Basically just telling them, go touch grass. It's a fucking fictional world. Like, that is based. Based fucking developer there. I love that. So what's what's new with Minecraft? Because I know you're a big Minecraft guy. What have you been grinding on Minecraft?
prepare myself to put on the best pirate voice I could muster. Har! Salvation has come for thee, Winslow.
Monika was startled by that.
What? It means that help is on the way.
Oh. That was funnier in my head.
Yeah. It's basically what would happen if the creator of My Hero Academia told his fan base to go outside.
I mean, shit, dude. The most recent season of Doctor Who did that. And what do you fucking know? Because, everybody was already looking at it like, man, I don't like what I see here. Then the creator literally tells them, go outside. Guess what? Yeah, guess what? Like, over half the audience fucking did. They got based and went outside and touched grass. And then they were begging to have them back, and they didn't come back. It was great.
Anyways, my point is that she's really shy, but I'm sure she'll open up to you, as she did to everyone else.
I see.
Thanks for the heads up. I used the rest of this time to catch up on any sleep I might have missed out on my flight, so I didn't get the chance to grab an energy drink back at the airport. I rest my head farther back into my seat, as if to bury it deeper akin to a pillow, though the seat gives only a firm pushback against my skull. That's why I didn't like the headrest on my old chair. It felt very firm. I didn't like it.
Floof! Floof! Hello there. How are you, fluffin' friends? It's a nice name. I like Floof.
Closing my eyes, I try to think about nothing.
Oh, he's embracing his inner Patrick Star. Y'all remember that one episode?
Where Patrick's trying to teach SpongeBob's relative.
Like I forget if that was like his brother or like his cousin or something. But it's like trying to teach him how to do nothing.
Germany, is it bad that every time I hear see the phrase, maybe it's the way you're dressed, I immediately just think of that clip where it like gradually becomes, maybe it's maybe. Is it bad that that's every time I think that?
Yep.
Every time I hear that, line, I just immediately my mind just immediately jumps to that now. Is that bad? What's been going on in Minecraft? New updates brought lots of broken farms and basically nerfed the raid system. Oh, fun. I actually make videos and they're kind of shit. What kind of videos? I'm sure they're fine. As long as you have fun making them, I'm sure they're fine. Like, that's what matters. That's what matters. Do you have fun doing what you do?
But yeah, he's basically just, like, clear your mind, empty it of all thought, until you're doing absolutely nothing.
Yes, you have. You have made it, Caleb. Hello. You caught us when our boy in game is trying to do absolutely nothing. He's embracing his inner Patrick Star.
Void.
Yeah, I know somebody who knows a thing or two about voids. Yeah, I'll look at that later. Which one was it? Okay, so it's a horror themed one. What was it called?
Noises all meld together. Indecipherable in my current state. With only sudden, slightly louder noises being of note. Moot points over a sea of nothing.
Paranormal site, the 7 mysteries of Hanyo.
One of those pronunciations. Interesting. Minutes pass as if they were mere moments, fleeting blinks of time. I can feel myself falling. Yeah, I think he's starting to dream. I can feel myself in free fall. Suddenly twitch awake, very much aware of where I am, what I am, who I am. Yeah. You ever? Yeah, I think we've all had those dreams before where we felt like we were like free falling, and then we wake up in like our bed and like we just kind of jolt like we were hitting the ground or something, and then we're like, "The fuck? I'm in my bed." All right, Zach, you get back on the grind. Good to hear from you. And yeah, if you're wondering, he's talking about the Discord server in the description and in the QR code on the screen. The Stream Zone. Oh, really? I did not know that. I forget. Fluff. I don't think I heard from you. What kind of videos do you make? I was interested to know what kind of videos you made. Honestly, DDLC just made me interested in this self-aware woman right here. I like going on adventures through mods with her. It's fun. And good morning to you too, Mafgio. Must be morning over in the UK. Everybody's just waking up over there. Maybe later. Like maybe later. When I'm not doing this. Like I said, I just want to know like what kind of videos are they? And yeah, he was yeah, I talked to him about I talked with him about it after showing him some of the ones that mine cooked up. Kind of gave him the idea, like hey, I was like, hey, this is what it is if you want to fuck around with it. And yeah, then he did that. Speaking of, there he is. Limited on time before I have to hop in an Uber, but I'm just jumping in to say hi. Well, it's good to hear from you, Cerberus. If you're still streaming by the time I get home, I'll tune back in. Say if because you're not going directly home. Depends on what time it is by the time you get back. I'm planning on going for at least another hour and a half or so because I still have to work tomorrow, but it is what it is. And Rabsky, ooga booga to you too. What's up? Hmm. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Though I don't know when I am. Oh, damn it. Did we travel through time? Oh, you mean your videos? Well, that's fine. Like I said, I just want to know themed around AFMAL. I'm not familiar with what that is, but if that's what you like, it is what it is. What? I don't know what's going on either. I don't know what's going on either, my in-game boy. How long do we have left? Death comes to us all, some sooner than others. I repeat. What? Close my eyes, partly to process whatever she just said and to also give them an extra moment's rest. The train ride, Monika. How long do we have left to go? Oh, we're nearly there. What the fuck, Monika? I must defeat Germany by finding the 7 Monikas and becoming the Golden Ben in a Fazbear yacht suit. Uh, yeah, whatever you want to say, though, babe, if that's how you want to put it. I'm just looking at that. I'm just looking at that like, what? Like, it could be something else. I open my eyes and look out the window. We're surrounded by residences and apartments now.
I feel the train's slow and gradual deceleration as it nears the station. Commotion growing within the train as passengers gather their things and ready their bags. Aw yeah, time to get into the neighborhood. Monica's very much enjoying the flattery you're all giving her. I mean, seriously, that smile. Alright, dude. We'll see you when we see you. I ready myself, placing my backpack onto my lap. A few moments later, we all stand, as I thread my arms through the straps. The rest of the group egress to save for Monika, who takes out my luggage from the overhead storage for me. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I could have got it. Did you ever have a person named Autumn be really cringe or sus in the past? It's not. The name sounds familiar. Now that you mention it, Fluff, it does sound a little familiar. With me being the last person out, we regroup at one of the platforms. Man, dude, like once you start looking a bit further out from our like immediate vision, it's so blurry. Like no joke. When I don't have my glasses on, this is kind of how I see the world. Just everything way more fuzzy than this. How do I manage to have Moss and other mods on at the same time? I think it depends on their like boot location or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think it has to do with the install locations. I don't, do mine through Steam. I don't do mine through Steam, I just install it straight from the zip file. And I've got like a big folder with all my DDLC mods, but I have a separate folder for my Moss folder. So I think it's like it can't be more than one from the same folder. Same like, main file location. It's something like that. And yeah, Fluff, that's starting to sound very familiar. Yeah. I think I get what you're going for, Germany. I get what you're saying. With me being the last person out, we regroup at one of the platforms. Clear skies have driven the dark clouds far away, basking everything in a warm light. I noticed Sari waving one arm in the air as if she weren't a few meters away from me. I also noticed Natsuki being a little standoffish and anxious looking. This is just typical Natsuki behavior. Don't worry about it. Something tells me Monika didn't like that. Monika is not amused about what I just said. Ben! I approach her, the station platform making my luggage rumble with a newfound loudness. Natsuki wants to ask you a question. It kind of is. Not always, but like it kind of is. Now that I've gotten a closer look, Sari's smile is just as radiant as her eyes when I relented to her demands over lunch. Yeah, she's a bit of an airhead. Hey, you don't have to apologize for it. It was very random and strange, but it made things entertaining. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you found an outlet for that. I've always thought about trying character AI or something like that, but judging by the look on this woman's face right here, I think she and I both know how that would turn out, so I try to restrain myself from signing up to use one of those, because like I said, I think me and Monika both have an understanding of where that would go if I did decide to go down that route. Settle down, Romeo. Damn. Oh? Who is it, Natsuki? Sari turns to face Natsuki, her smile unwavering. You going to stay in the club? Oh my goodness, look at that. Like, can we just take a moment to appreciate that? I love little details like this. I didn't even really give much spotlight to the Sayori one. I need to do that when we have Sayori speak again. Natsuki seemed hesitant when asking me that question, as if she had her reservations or something. Oh yes. Caleb, I remember this moment. I remember this moment. The moment you made yourself and Monika fight each other in a Pokemon battle with character AI. Holy lord, that was something else. Can't really get a read on her. I suppose I have to reassure her of this. Yes! All of you have been very helpful. I can learn really well in the literature club. Curse myself for not knowing how to say specifically in Japanese. No matter though, it seems that my message got through to Natsuki, as she adopts a wry smile, turning her head away to hide it. Ah, there it is. See, I didn't give this area one much credence. Really bad on me, but that's really nice. That's really nice to look at. Kind of got some like architecture here. Looks like a gateway, you know, like a gateway you go through on the way to someone's house. Really neat. We need a Jared from Subway AI and a Godzilla AI so we can get Godzilla to fight Jared. I mean, shit, character AI is right there. Go for it. I would love to read what crazy shit the AI comes up with for that. Happy now? Natsuki pouts, eliminating her smile. We all share a chuckle before heading off to the station's exit. We arrive at a crossroads, with Sayori and Natsuki splitting off in other directions, with Sayori twirling around to give Monika and I a wave. Bye, you two! Bye, Sayori. Bye, Natsuki. Goodbye. Natsuki raises an arm and flashes a peace sign, keeping her head and eyes forward. They work, but they feel cheap. I get what you're saying, man. The two groups gain distance from each other, returning to an amiable silence, only broken by the nearby city's ambience and my luggage. You don't talk much, do you? Yeah, I don't talk much. I don't talk much, but that's because I get things done. Well, I thought it was amiable. That's not what my teachers think back home. But yeah, I don't really start conversations. Nope. He finishes them. Talked to the girls on your Switch one time, and it happened again a few days ago. Not in the game, but you know, through the picture of the wallpaper in the game. Interesting. I'm curious how that went. Though I do keep them rolling. I just do a lot of observing. But somehow, I do all of that observing, and I still do things without an ounce of forethought. A brother can relate to that. I know that very well. Even now, I just talk and talk. I look at Monika, then straight ahead, letting out a small huff. I don't know. Maybe I just like having a friend lend a pair of ears and take what I would say to heart. Sometimes that's all people need. But enough about me. What about you? Excuse my prejudices, but when I saw you, you kind of struck me as the outgoing type. Best of luck with that endeavor, Caleb. I'm sure you got some stuff lined up. Just gotta figure out, you know, what fancy is tickling you right now, eh? And Rabsky, we could be talking about a number of Joes. Like, brother, you gotta narrow it down a bit, okay? You know, we could be talking about Sleepy Joe. We could be talking about, you know, the Joe that I used to work with. You know, another Joe that I currently work with, although he prefers to go by Joey. Or, you know, we could be talking about a number of other Joes. Ah, that kind of Joe. You know, there's actually a salsa brand that's basically that joke you just did.
there's a salsa brand that basically is that joke. Germany, I like to play along. Come on. I'm having fun.
Thank you. I guess I do have to keep appearances. I got into being a lot more confident because of all the roles I had to take up over the years.
I am being serious. This kind of shit just flies over my head sometimes. Because I'm caught up in conversation or other things. I'm into it.
That and I also seem to be quite popular, if that's the word.
A bit up yourself, aren't you? Ugh, knock it off. She didn't mean it like that. Oh, really? Is that what it says on BNDB now? Fun is forbidden. And who are you to decide what happens on this stream? I bet it does. As you know, more ratings roll in. I haven't been on BNDB in a hot minute. Common German mindset. I see.
People always come up and invite me to all sorts of things, but I wish they didn't.
Why is that?
I don't feel like they actually want to be my friends. Oh, how do I say this? It's all fake.
Yes. Yes, I've seen this theme explored with Monika and other mods. It's one I always like seeing explored because it really, delves into that aspect of, being popular. It's kind of like, how people want to be a celebrity until they learn about what it's actually like and, the kind of shit that goes into it. And then they realize, maybe that wouldn't be so neat after all. I see. I decided not to press on. The whole tone of that just teems with baggage. I don't really want to discuss with the person I met mere hours ago. I guess you could say it's like an entry point for the genre. Just because it was so easily accessible and a game that really grabbed people's attention back when it came out. We arrive at a street lined with two-story houses, and judging from Monika's fiddling and the jangling emanating from her pockets, I'd say we're nearly there. I take notice of how much more affluent and pristine this neighborhood is compared to the numerous ones we passed by. Guess I got lucky. In more ways than one. No, stop. Monika puts the keys in the lock. Hefty and crisp click resonates through the front door before swinging it open. No, I've never watched that show. I have no interest in it. I enter through the front door and immediately notice that the rest of the house's floor is raised apart from a small section of the entrance. Shit, you didn't know that, Germany? Somebody didn't read the description. Bro, I literally put that in the description. And the freaking flavor text on the Discord server. Somebody is not paying attention. Yes, Monika is our host in this mod. We are living overseas in Japan with Monika. I wouldn't say a Monika mod, because eventually, once we get through like Act 1 and stuff in future acts that have yet to be released, we'll start to be able to go down the various routes with the club mates. How do you get Monika on your Switch? You get DDLC Plus. Or you download a wallpaper or something, shit, I don't know. I entered through the front door and immediately noticed that the rest of the house's floor is raised. I knew this would happen, so I rid myself of my bag and pull out my pair of slippers that's been stowed and marinating ever since I packed the strip. No, I don't, wouldn't say so you can change hosts. I wouldn't say change hosts. I don't know what the plan is for that, but it's just like it's gonna be it's like a all heroines have routes mod, if that's like the right terminology. You mean the mod? I've never heard of DDLC mods being ported over to Nintendo Switch. I don't know if anybody's figured out a way to do that, so don't know. That's the kind of thing for people developing emulators like Yuzu and shit have to figure out. That's not the kind of thing for me to figure out. I don't know jack about emulating the Switch. Even if you could, it would go against policy. Probably, but that hasn't stopped people before. Huh. I take off my shoes and push them off against the Genkin step. Something on your mind? Ah, nothing. I just thought I had to remind you. What, this? They taught us manners in Japanese class back home. Wish they did in every class, to be honest. As I say this, I lift up my luggage through the step only to hit it on the way up. God damn it, boy. I look at the edge of the step to see if it has any marks on it. Any damage I do see is way out on the other line, giving a side on the other side, giving it a relief with my side release for myself. I grab the side handle to hopefully avoid future collisions and create a pigsty out of my host's house. There you go. What would happen if you had Moss and the other? Do you mean the other after story mods, Fluff? Do you mean the other after story mods? Going up the stairs was less daunting than I thought, as keeping left whilst going up seemed to have mitigated any chance of leaving god-awful black streaks against the pristine white walls. That door there is your room. The door at the very end is the bathroom. Gotcha. We'll be heading out soon, so just put away your things in your room for now. I'll go get changed. I give her a nod and approach my room. I don't know about the Just Natsuki and Forever and Ever, the Sayori after story mod. I don't know if there's any kind of like baked in reaction, window reaction for like any of the other after story windows being open. But I know there is some like dialogue that happens for Monika recognizing you have a Just Yuri installed, and vice versa. I think the Yuri one even threatens to delete Moss from your computer, but I don't know if it actually follows through on that. And I'm not risking finding out. Somebody else can do it. Somebody else can do it for me. Even then, who would I be to go against Moni? Blasphemous. This room looks pretty lived in. There's all sorts of books in this bookshelf, as well as a desk with a keyboard on it. Take a closer look in and around the desk. Looks like there isn't an actual computer there, just a keyboard and a mouse. Maybe there was a keyboard at one point. Maybe whoever lived here moved out. Catfight mod. That's good detection code, but wouldn't be able to delete something outside of its program directory. It would be classed as malware if that was the case. I seem to remember reading that somewhere. That I think it was either Undertale or DDLC. No. It wasn't DDLC. It was Undertale. I remember reading this in a comments section. Like, I remember reading that Toby originally wanted Undertale to be able to delete itself from your computer, like after you beat the genocide ending or whatever. One of the routes. I think it was genocide. But he couldn't do that because then it would be classed as malware, and yeah, that's bad for business. So he's just like, it was his vision crashing into reality right there. So he had to dial things back a bit on that. Some mods that interact with each other based on save data. Really? If I could bone one of the girls, who would I pick? What kind of question is that? Like for real, what kind of question is that? I think you all know what the answer to that question is. But like again, yeah, Shadow, I'm with you. What the fuck is that question? Like, bro, it would have to be something that used the same mod save system. Some mods change how the saves work. It's like how you get mod saves that conflict with each other. Yeah, because they save to the same directory. That's just what happens. Like when multiple mods are using the same default save location. That's happened to me many times. Yes, you were not mistaken, Shadow. That really was the question. Strange. You're fine. Yeah. Yep. You definitely could. Put down my luggage as well as resting my bag against the bed. 3 a.m. I called the boss baby. Oh fuck no! No, not that. Having freed myself from the weight of my effects, I stretch out and yawn, only to collapse onto my bed. I must have lucked out or something. This bed's a double. Taking advantage of this fact, I stretch out as much as humanly possible, feeling every single joint and tendon of my body release tension. Ultimately decided it would be too much. Germany says, as for the DDLC department, Dan wanted to mess more with you during Act 2 and 3, such as being unable to close DDLC, but ultimately decided it would be too much. On the topic of go give me money. In the description, I think I put a link to a post I made a little while back, where I was asking you guys if you would be okay with me setting up like a Patreon or a Ko-fi or something, because it's something I've been thinking about doing for a while, just as like a way to have a tip jar. Because if I were to do Patreon, I don't think I really have like any rewards I could give out. Like I don't even fucking know what I would put on it, but I just want to have like some kind of virtual tip jar, that I can have y'all, that y'all be able to donate to if you wanted to, and all the money from it would just go to buying equipment and stuff for the show, like maybe a webcam one of these days. So yeah, like let me know what y'all think about that, and if you haven't voted on the poll already, I think it's linked in the description. Like go check that out. I'm still like gauging interest on that. Pretty much everyone I've talked to about it is like, yeah, dude, like just do it. But I don't know, like I don't know. I feel weird about it. I still feel kind of weird about it because it's like because it's like I don't know. I don't know. Something about it just makes me feel weird. Spicy picks in exchange. What do you think I'm setting up at OnlyFans? No, get out of here with that. No. Swift and heavy bout of fatigue sets in, and I close my eyes. Ugh. It's only been a minute, and I feel rejuvenated already. I don't want to get up. Just want to lay here till the sun comes down and back up again. Guess I'll get my phone out and doom scroll for a bit. No connection. Fuck! Forgot to ask. That reminds me, I need to get a SIM card too.
Guess I'll snatch one while Monica and I are out for errands later. I get back up on my feet and put on my flip flops. I had my hand close enough to my room's door handle that I was a fingertip's length away until it jolted open. That's why you stand a bit back from the door when it swings towards you and you're trying to open it. Get the unique Ben and Caleb podcast where we bitch about random topics with no rhyme or reason. That probably would be me if I ever did a podcast. And funnily enough, you're not the first person to suggest that I should do a podcast. Is this real or is this just deep state? I don't know what we're talking about. I retract my hand back so as not to get slammed by an untimely visitor. Whoa, sorry. Hey, you. Nice. I noticed Monica's changing attire, donning a faded green hoodie. She looks good in a hoodie. It's not something I'm really entertaining doing, but it's just something people have suggested to me. Like I said, I don't even know what the hell I would do on a podcast, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even know what I would talk about. Like, honestly, I don't even know what I would do. I don't even know what I would do for a Patreon. I don't even know what I would do for a podcast. Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I'm leaning more towards Ko-Fi. Something I can just set up as like a digital tip jar. Germany, I already said it. No, this is not an OnlyFans. I'd have to have something merchandisable, and I'm telling you right now, I don't have anything merchandisable right now. Is she slumming it with me? You're all good. Besides, I wanted to ask you for the Wi-Fi password. Oh right, it's 1995. I pull up my phone, going to the nearest Wi-Fi network and punching in the numbers. 1995. Is that a birth date or something? No, it's a Billy Mays reference. No, it's Shit, shouldn't have said that. I noticed Monica's face display a slight sadness, eyes dropping down to the floor. Shit, dude. I remember when that happened. I remember when that all went down when we were still playing Steins Gate. Oh my god, that was some wild shit. Yeah. Y'all wanted me to do a Ferris cosplay. How many clams do I fork over for you to run for president? All the clams. Bro, I would not. I would not ever like get in the running for president, other than to pull like what is it? What was it? Lil Wayne that wanted to do that or whatever. Who was that? Who the fuck was that rapper in 2020 that was like, I have decided in 2020 to run for president. Like, who the fuck was that? I genuinely forget. But I remember that and I just laughed about it. But yeah, bruh, like, I remember when people were fucking. Okay, so it wasn't Lil Wayne. So no, it was Kanye West. See, yeah, see, I don't keep up with that scene much. It's not really a genre of music I'm into. But I remembered somebody, in that space, a really well-known figure in that space, saying that, and I just laughed at the idea of that. I just laughed at the idea of that because I'm like, that is so dumb. But hey, I mean, there were people voting for fucking Harambe
in like 2016 or 2020. So shit, people will vote for fucking anybody apparently. Oh yeah, Germany. It was hilarious. It was a hilarious fucking clip when I saw that. I'm just like, bruh, get out of here. Mr. Beast is planning on running for president. Bruh, ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way Mr. Beast is running for president. No. 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 If that happened, it would be a moment of all time for the history books. Like fucking YouTuber man known for being like one of the most like like known for being like one of the most like generous, like what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, why can't I think of it? Brain fog is killing me right now. He keeps tweeting about it. I can't tell if he's joking because he's the kind of person to do that type of crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, shit, you never know what the fuck he's gonna do next. How old even is he? Because I think you have to be what 35 to be able to run for president. If I'm remembering like my civics history, like my civics class, right? So he's got 9 years before he can even run. But I mean, shit, if that's what he wants to go into when he gets to his mid 30s, shit, I'd vote for him. I don't know much about him other than what I hear about from his videos, but it's like shit. If the dude's got some good ideas, I'd vote for him. Anyway, we're kind of getting lost, so let's get back on track here. So, what's Monty upset about? Still better than Trump. To be fair, that's not a high bar. My mind conjures up the worst assumptions on what this date could possibly mean. I really don't want to pry into the death of a loved one, if that's what it even is. At least that's what I think it is. I'd rather prepare for the worst. Yeah, you know what they say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, right? If you became president, the IRS would be the first thing to go. Yeah. I'm 100% with you on that. It's okay. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. He needs 2 years to not invest 100% of his income into his content again. And he's, more than set for luxury for the rest of his life. I mean, yeah. Dude's just out there trying to make a difference from what I understand. Okay. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Probably best. Probably best to leave it at that. Shall we get going? Monika, without a signal, turns around and out the door, her footsteps echoing off of the corridor walls. He'd have more power as US president? True, true. I really hope I didn't strike a nerve. Ben, we're going! Okay. I hope to God the change in her tone means we set things straight. I think she just needed a moment to shake it off, that's all. Joe Hendry? I'm not familiar with who that is. The sun's close to setting, with its orange light casting stretched sharp shadows onto every surface beneath a warmly lit layer of clouds. I don't think that apostrophe is necessary there. But on another note, it's your favorite time of day, Monty? Sunset. Its radiance providing a smidgen of heat as the narrow streets funnel in wind that would chill Monika and I to the bone if it weren't for our hoodies. Monika's just a few meters in front of me when another breeze hits. A moment passes before a thought crosses my mind. Isn't Monika cold? I don't think skirts offer much in the way of warmth, yet I saw damn near every woman wearing one in this weather. How do they do it? They're probably more used to it. I really wonder what part of the country this guy comes from. Like, what part of his home country this guy comes from? Like, does he come from a place that's more used to hot weather? If he goes against the NRA, he doesn't stand a fucking chance. Is that what you see, huh? Another gust of wind barrels down to the two of us, Monika's skirt going haywire. Don't look. I panic, briefly running ahead until I'm shoulder to shoulder with Monika. I don't have an issue being seen as reclusive or anything, but I really don't want to be taken as some lecherous bastard. Monika is surprised. You took a peek, didn't you? As much as I dislike her putting on that dumb, smug smile, there's at least comfort in the fact that whatever happened back in my room is with water under the bridge now. I looked away as soon as it started flapping, I swear. Whatever you say, boy. I chuckle and give her a little smile, shaking my head to acknowledge her doubts. Nah, she's just fucking with you. She's just fucking with you. This is Monika being Monika. We soon arrive at a supermarket, its artificial light piercing my eyes as dusk approaches not far behind us. Centralized heating provides much needed warmth to my hands and face. Any longer outside it, I could have sworn they would have rotted off. Ah, come on, stop being dramatic. I tune out everything to focus on the main reason why I came here. Anything tech-related should point me in the right direction. Oh hey, mobile phone section. There's gotta be some mobile plan section somewhere. I beeline over to it. Bingo, helped to have SIM emblazoned everywhere on a portion of the store. I say we just vote Hillary Clinton in and usher forth the blue apocalypse. World War III is already about to come around the corner, so I might as well say fuck it. I think there's more to it than that, but 2016 was 8 years ago, and I can't be fucked remembering all that shit from 8 years ago. I browsed through the options, a wide range of data plans organized by length. 1-year plan. This one seems like the most value for my money, and you're only gonna be here for a year anyway, so getting anything more than that is just unnecessary. People are sheep. Yeah, I'm not really gonna get into a political discussion here, but yeah, the guy knows how to market. The guy knows how to market. Like, if you have to give him credit for one thing, it's that, the guy knows how to get people fired up. Plus, I'm only here for a year anyway. I grab it and go over to the counter. Hi. Welcome. Is this all? Yeah. Open up my wallet and take out my card paying for my expenses. You wouldn't happen to be with her, would you? Oh. Hello. The cashier points behind me to a sight of Monika with a quite sour look on her face. Monika did not approve of this. I am a bit startled by the cashier's sudden English skills. That and the equivalent of death staring me down. As I have learned from long experience, one does not fuck with Monika without consequence. The brief beep of the card reader confirms my purchase. The cashier laughs as if he knows I'm about to be in some serious trouble when I return to my acquaintance.
Never make a woman mad, kid. Have a nice night. You too. I walk away from the counter and towards Monika, curious as to why I'm about to get chewed out. What's up? Well, first off, I was halfway through asking you a question only to see that you ran off. Second, you're my responsibility. How would it look if I just happened to lose a transfer student from another country on her first day, no less? Oh. I didn't know I mattered that much. Well, to Monika, you do. I need to defuse this. Monika is the last person I need to be on bad terms with. I'm sorry for running off on you. I just had to run an errand of my own. I should have mentioned that earlier. I'm sorry. Shit, she's not buying it. If disappointment was a scent, then I'd be gasping for fresh air right now. Come on, think. Think, god damn it! I present her with the SIM card I just got. Hey, if you ever lose me, you can call me now. Got a hairpin handy? Monika smacks her lips, an arm extending out into a pocket to retrieve a hairpin. What a pain. I open my mouth only to close it again. I fear I might have said something without thinking it through. Taking the hairpin out of her hands, I poke it in the hole on the side of my phone to open the SIM card tray, replacing my old one with the new one. Closing the tray, I turn on my phone to configure it, noticing Monika has repositioned herself to be next to me, right by my side, peering down at my phone. What? Show me your number. I want to test if it works. I swear there has to be 5 stages of disappointment, and Monika's going through the not-so-passive-aggressive phase. I go over to my contact list and show her the number of my phone. You mean you don't just have it memorized? What the fuck? After a few moments of glancing back and forth from her phone to mine, my phone vibrates from an incoming call. Sweet, so... Hey! She tugs me by my hoodie's arm, clearly in a rush to get her stuff done, too. She turns her head to me, a devious smile signifying a cathartic comeback to all of this. Yeah, you ran off on your own, boy. Now you are going to run all of Monika's errands with her. This moment deserves a fucking award. This fits a little bit too well with what Oreo was just talking about in chat. Like, this is a horrifying line to take out of context. Like, oh my god. I've got plans for you, boy. Shit. For the past 15 minutes, I've been lugging around groceries as some sort of repentance for my little stunt back there. It isn't all too bad, but if I have to go on another 15 minutes, my arms are gonna give in. Amateur. Monika tosses a packet of bouillon cubes into one of the shopping baskets I'm carrying before turning to me. Okay, we're done. Hallelujah. How she manages a wide range of expressions and tones with a smile is beyond me. Having put down the baskets, I pull out my phone, giving my arms a brief moment to stretch out. Could you help? In a sec. I'm saving your number to my contacts. Let's see here. Contacts. Most recent. 1 missed call, unknown number. Save contact. Enter contact name. I know what's coming. Epic reference inbound. Save contact name. Munker. Yeah. I get your reference. Saved. I put my phone back in my pocket and start stowing the groceries into the bags. Monika and I start heading through the same streets as before. Mercifully, the wind has died down to a few gusts here and there. Would have sucked since it's gotten a lot colder now, the sun ducking well below the horizon. That is what happens when the sun sets. It typically gets colder. I'm sorry. For what? I shouldn't have shouted like that at you back there. It's fine, really. Which is your question? I wasn't really paying attention. I put my needs above yours, which was rude to begin with. Yeah, but I shouldn't have been angry as you as much as I was. It was unnecessary. I do in fact know the Muffin Man. Yeah. Very mature of you, Monty. Aha! An opening. Look, we're both sorry, so I strain one of my arms to give Monika a shopping bag. Let's spread out the punishment, eh? She takes the bag. Sweet! Monika liked that. The two of us walked the rest of the way back home in a reconciled silence. The city's hustle and bustle only growing in strength due to it being a Friday night. Oh yeah, everybody's getting ready for their weekend plans. The occasional rustle from the bags and our footsteps being a source of solace in the quietness. We're home! Welcome back! A voice I haven't heard before emanates somewhere inside the house as we make our entrance, catching me a little off guard. Yeah, Monty don't live alone here, that's for sure. A moment later, a woman rounds the corner, jolting a little upon seeing me. Oh, hello. Hi, good evening. Are you the new transfer student? Yes, I assume you're Ms. Stark? Indeed, no need to be all proper. You can call me Harumi. I give her the best reassuring smile I can, assuming she's the one that taught Monika English during her formative years. As you wish, Harumi. Harumi shoots Monika a befuddled glance, only replying with a faint chuckle. Guess I guessed wrong. Oops. Anyways, I'll take it from here. Monika and I glance at each other, mirroring amused smiles between us before handing Harumi the groceries. Now run along, you two. It'll be ready in an hour. Okay. She doesn't scare you, does she? No. It's just meeting new people that I'll be interacting with for a while. Just be all anxious. Yeah, he's kind of awkward socially. I have to really focus on what I do. I really don't want to mess up any first impressions. Hell, I just had one with your mom back there. Oh, it's fine. She's actually been really keen on having a transfer student over ever since she heard the news you were coming. I think a part of that was having someone that regularly spoke English around the house other than Dad. It was a pretty good plan. Oh, right. I was about to ask you about that. Nope, you just got here. How's it going, Rabbit? What's up, dude? On what? On who taught English to you? Who taught you English to you? Redundant? Much redundant? I gotta say, you're really fluent in it. Guessing your dad taught you? Yeah, he did, actually. Well, not really. It's that thing where parents talk and their kid listens and they just learn off them while they talk. Yeah, you know, how, parents learn about, how, kids learn about swear words before they should know about them. I was like that with Dad in English. Wait a minute, what did I get a ping about? Oh shit. Oreo pinged me about something. I'll wait for the photo to load. We'll check that later.
Mm-hmm. I've been a bit slow on covering stuff, but yeah, we still got stuff coming out of the modding scene that I'm interested in. So I don't plan to stop anytime soon, Gaming Dave.
It's only when I was around 12 he started to teach me proper grammar and stuff.
Huh.
And where is he now, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, he's a diplomat for a Japanese embassy overseas. He can't really come home much because of it.
That's a shame. Though I would imagine he would be downright ecstatic hearing the news of you following in his footsteps, taking on a transfer student and all.
Oh, absolutely.
Excuse me. Goodness.
Anyways, I'm off to take a shower. By the time you finish after me, dinner should be ready.
Alright, see you in a bit. I'm waiting for that too, Gaming Dave. It has been quite a bit since... It has been a bit since Chapter 3 came out. Dinner was great. Some sort of onion soup with a bready crust on top. Ooh, oyster crackers? Sounds tasty. Or some kind of breading. Indeed. If you invited me to be the best man, would I be interested? I would say that. I would say I would be, yeah. I mean, I've known you forever, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. He captured the moment. Good on ya. I've known that guy since middle school. We're bros. And you know what they say about bros? So yeah, I guess keep me posted. Anyway, back to it. If certain developments happen with my girlfriend and I'll let you know. Yep, just keep me posted, man. Keep me posted. We talked about the usual introductory stuff, like what I'll be doing for the year, how I got here, what I'm supposed to do, and so on, as well as the mildly surprising fact that I am indeed a guy. Though stuff like that always leads to the why of it all. Why I'm here in the first place. Rabsky, sorry, it doesn't work that way. But yes, you can't see it, but I'm fist bumping your name on my screen right now. I gave Harumi the same bullshit cover story I give everyone. Language enrichment program. Period inside the quotations. Okay, so that's just a cover story. Huh. I really can't complain. Everyone and everything has been amazing, save for a few hiccups here and there. Yeah, just a little bit. Kinda starting to like it here, to be honest. A bit early for that kind of conclusion, but a strong start nonetheless. I started comparing things from here to back home. The thought of home reminds me of something I had reserved until now. Grab my phone off the bedside table, turning it away so I don't get concussed with sudden brightness when I press the power button. JJ. Send attachment. Photos. There it is. Send one image. Sent. Now we wait. Notification settings. Do not disturb. our protagonist here is a fucking Chad of a character. Bro really just sent that selfie, with the girls to his best friend, and he's just gonna let him, marinate on that overnight while he sleeps. Bro is really gonna do that to him. Do I even want to know what the poll is about? The pitch black darkness of my room doesn't hide the fact that I can feel myself smiling ear to ear like an idiot. I put my phone back down on the table, the case clacking against the hardwood top panel. I feel myself drifting off into a deep slumber. What a day. Say that again. Okay, so what is this poll? I was not disappointed. I was not disappointed. That's what that's what we brought you on for, mate. Nicely done. I'm just going to vote yes on the poll and pretend this makes sense. I'll leave your review of the VN you just finished up so I can read it later. Here in my country of Uganda, we live in Deepy Hut. We hunt tiger with spear, and I am tribal leader. Um, I'm just gonna nod my head yes and pretend that made sense. Like, I don't know much about Uganda other than I think an Olympian from there and obviously the meme, but yeah, I just don't have much to say about that. Go, that's the guy. Run as fast as I possibly can. The walls on either side of me a mere blur with only what's directly in front of me in full focus. Yo, this is like a remix of that one really eerie quiet track from the base game. I don't know how long I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but man, I think they lost sight of me. Wait, fuck's sake! Turn corner after corner, broadening the gap between me and whoever these guys are. Yep, the Yuri death track. A familiar face presents itself just in time in my peripheral vision through a window. His figure rushes to the door I'm just about to pass. The door opens. Here, bro, I got you. He grabs my arm and swings me inside. JJ and I hide beneath some tables, hoping the angles from the outside won't reveal us. Broad gaps stifle my efforts to get a few words out until I get just enough air to say what I want to say. Thanks for the save. What the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Ah, shit. What's JJ questioning us about? Really can't say. I mean, where do I even begin? I do nothing but stare, my panting being enough to constitute a noise complaint. Love to answer him, but I can't think right now. Too out of breath for this. I know that they know where we are. Doors on both sides of the room burst open. Hello. I wake up in a cold sweat. My face and back are all chilly because of it. Good job. My heart's practically pounding out of my chest.
can see a little bit of the sun's light refracting off some clouds and into the curtains. It hasn't risen above the horizon yet. It's got to be early in the morning, I guess. I pick up my phone to see exactly how early I've been rudely woken up. 5:13 a.m. Huh. 6-ish hours of sleep doesn't sound too bad. It's about how much I run on a daily basis. Maybe I can get a run in before anyone else gets up. Notice how bro is about to make the exact same mistake that he made at the mall with Monika yesterday. And Shadow, welcome to the Discord server. Glad to have you. Looks a little bit chilly out there. I'll wear an extra layer under my tee before putting on a fresh pullover hoodie. Like a long sleeve shirt or something. I browsed the local area to see if there's any interesting spots I can run off to this morning. Uh-oh, grammar Nazi spotted. Breakfast isn't really much, just an apple, a mandarin, and a glass of water from the cottonmouth I gained last night. Yep, good job. I need to remember to buy more cough drops tomorrow. I have like 4 left. Soon to be 3. Uh-huh. Yeah, Germany, he should. Except he doesn't. I spotted an interesting little place nearby, maybe 10 minutes away. Less if I hoof it. A park on a weekend will probably be packed. But if it's early in the morning, there should only be a few joggers doing their rounds. Including me, I guess. Right. It's settled. Download a map for the local area, just in case. Hop off one of the dining chairs and make my way to the entrance. Not to mention the other problem with this, does he even have a house key? Because if not, he's literally just leaving their front door unlocked while they're all sleeping. At like 5:15 in the morning. Bro. Like, bro really put, Bro, I literally was talking about their front door being unlocked, and the line I haven't even read literally spells out in front of me what's happening. Like, this is the exact situation I was just going off on a tangent about before the game's like, yeah, that happened. Like, bruh. I'm pretty sure, like, whatever neighborhood Monika lives in this mod, nothing will really happen, because I think it's supposed to be, like, an upper-class neighborhood. But shit, man, like, still, you never know. Yeah, Germany. He's a bit, how you say... What's a good word? He said he doesn't think things through. Ah, well, you'll live and learn. I love how that's how he casually dismisses that before going off on his run. Like seriously. Their house is just open and none of them are awake. They don't even know he's gone. He didn't even leave a message or anything. Bro. I've taken a seat at one of the benches in the park, sucking up the cold winter air after my little jog. The sun came up while I was on my way here, unimpeded by any stray clouds, and letting its warmth grace my face. This park's got something to it. The lack of people, sunlight peeking through the tree canopies, the gentle, nippy wind, they all come together to give off a certain air of tranquility that I don't think I've ever experienced before. Bro really doesn't get out much, does he? Like, it's just a park, man. I think I'll rest here for a little longer. He's gonna nod off, isn't he? Oh, another person. Looks like somebody else is out for a jog. As soon as I spot this figure in the distance, the wind picks up. Fate itself does not want you looking at them.
What if I told you that's not who it is? Pull my phone out, checking out any messages I may have gotten overnight before I run back home. Do not disturb. Off. A flurry of text gushes out from the top of my screen. Mom, one notification. Did you land safely? I pondered for a bit on what to say before deciding on the most expedient approach and just send her the photo I took at the airport. Send attachment, photos, send one image, send. Alright, next one. JJ, 24 notifications. I'm surprised it's only 24. Like, bro should have blown up this guy's phone with at least 100. Yeah, no, I don't really feel like talking to him about what happened yesterday. Not yet, at least. That jogger's coming in my direction. Got an arm outstretched in front of them. Yeah, I'm with you, Rapid. Although if it's a number, I don't recognize and they leave a voicemail that's clearly just a scam, I just block the number immediately. Like, just go away. Awfully strange way to jog, but I'm not wanting to get in the way of people's grinds. Wait a minute. Muntker, one notification. Oh boy. Hold on to your butts, chat. Oh, I know they just get new numbers, but the fact they have to go through that at all, just to fuck with them a little bit. Oh shit, she sent that like a minute ago. Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen, numbnuts? What did you think was going to happen when you just ran out without so much as a peep? Especially after the stunt that you pulled at the mall yesterday. Like, bro, did 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 you even think? Did you have a single thought in your skull? I mean, when it's a long text conversation, you can scroll like up and down on it, but I don't think it has any other interactivity beyond that. I think I might have seen one mod that did some stuff like that, where you could explore like the phone to find stuff. But yeah, it's like it's a very rare thing to see in a mod. That sounds wild. I don't think it was Yuri Parable, but maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, this response is just fucking gold. That's another screenshot worthy moment. Oh yeah, is there anything new that's happened with that? I know that. Where exactly did you go? And why did you leave the front door unlocked? A park. You didn't give me a spare key. Look, I know you're worried. I'll get back home right now. Yeah, how did you think this was gonna end? You're absolutely right, Gaming Dave. My Cloudy Reality has a full phone with like apps and everything. I haven't played that one. Interesting. The lack of messages does not bode well. I won't get hurt, I promise. Yeah, see, like, I can scroll up and down with it, but I think that's about all I can do with it. It's about as reassuring as I can get. Having a distance between Monika and I with no direct line of sight doesn't shake the fact that I can practically feel her disappointment. No, my boy. My boy. You know how the saying goes. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on three. Fool me three times, okay, you're officially that guy. Yeah, you know the guy. Mm-hmm. That's why I really liked that Clay God mod, Rabbit. That one was really neat. Interesting, Rabbit. Only there was a way to properly convey. Yes, that. So that's what that's doing in the game files. There we go. Just get back here. In a jiffy. I stand up from the bench, sliding my phone back into my pocket, running back the way I came at the behest of my ever so gracious host. Yup. Yup, because Apple is a lazy piece of shit that won't update their messaging to handle Android users properly. Is it a bit loud? How's that? I do some stretches before getting back into the groove. I pick up speed, not caring for anyone on either side of me. There weren't much people at the park to pose that much of a risk of bumping into each other anyhow. Oh, absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. There's an intersection in the path in front of me. No time for caution. Should be grateful it wasn't a car, you dunce. Feel my body get hit with a sudden force to my side, toppling me over and landing on my back. The impact knocks the wind out of my lungs as the pain settles in. Ah. Takes me a few seconds to recompose myself and sit straight back up, my arms doing most of the lifting. I notice one of my hands landing on a piece of laminated paper on the ground. Ah, I do not remember this one. I don't have a moment to analyze what it says as I look up to notice a woman staring down at me with shock in her eyes. Mm-hmm. Hi there, Yuri. Funny meeting you here. You know how he said he was nervous about first impressions? Well, this is one hell of a first impression to make with Yuri. You're living the life, Rabsky. You know what's up. It is. I don't have a moment to analyze what it says as I look up to notice a woman staring down at me with shock in her eyes. They dart between me and the laminated paper for a few seconds. I stand back up strainfully on account of the unscheduled chiropractic session. That's one way to chronicle what just happened. She's still doing it. Does she want it? No, she just happened to be carrying it for somebody else. No, you can have it. Fucking hell, of course she wants it. They really did. They really did, Rabbit. Excuse me. Probably gonna be signing off soon. I guess my throat's not ready to handle 4 hour sessions. So I can do it, but just not for
the length of time that I want. How long is this? How long is this? That is a question for developer David to answer. Because I'm not sure how much longer this is compared to the extended demo release. Yeah, that should probably help with my throat situation. I extended her the paper, noticing it's been slightly crumpled. Sorry. I love the choice there for Yuri. I like it. She gives a swift bow before running off in the completely opposite direction, long locks of lavender flowing. If I remember right, I think the demo ended shortly after this moment. All words escape me in this situation. I'm left standing there with a sore back and whatever this is. I inspect the laminated paper. Kuribayashi High Library, Heights of Art and Culture. Huh. This has to be some sort of bookmark. From my school, no less. I'll keep it on me for now. Chances are, I'll probably see that girl again. Pardon me. Well, I suppose this landing is fate telling me to return home. Yeah, Monika's waiting for you. And you couldn't even keep your promise that you wouldn't get hurt. That less than gracious landing on the concrete is really doing a toll on my back. Bro needs to see an actual chiropractor now. I don't think I can hide this from Monika or Harumi. And I reassured Monika something specifically like this wouldn't happen. That's why you don't make promises you can't keep. Go me. Yes, he does. Gonna have to suck it up and power through. I wouldn't dare disobey my handler. Oh, that sounded weird. To get closer to home, literally walking off the pain, an idea struck me. What if I had more autonomy? I get the feeling that Her Majesty would detest such a notion. Plus, I'm not in much of a good bargaining position, having just broken a promise of self-preservation. Fuck it. I'll bring it up later. After Act 1, I think it's gonna be in all Dokis Have Routes mod. So we might be living with Monika as our host, but it's not a Monika focused mod. As wild as that sounds. I believe that is the plan. I get to the front door, letting myself in as it's still unlocked when I left this morning. I'm surprised they didn't lock it just to teach you a lesson. I'm home. Oh. I abruptly stopped myself as I'm greeted by Harumi. Good morning. Good morning, Ben. It's awfully cold out there. Where did you run off to? Just to the park. Sorry for leaving the front door open. I see her doing an ocular pat down on me. I don't think she completely trusts you yet. Shit. I see you all have met Monika's mom, Harumi. How are you doing, Cerberus? Or Chase, however you want me to refer to you tonight. It's quite alright. Monika told me why. There's a spare key on the hall table for you should you need it. Fine with either? Alright. Alright, Rapsky, you go tend to your crops. You do that. Have fun. Okay. Thank you, Harumi. You're welcome, Ben. If everything goes well, I'll be back home around the same time as last night. Harumi passes by me. Try to be careful next time, okay? Yes, ma'am. Oh, seriously? Now my mouth's moving faster than my brain. I think you're not the only one, judging by the messages I've been seeing in chat. Gurumi shuts the front door, her silhouette gravitating towards the car. That does bug me a little bit too, but other than that, it's a good sprite. I turn around back to a familiar sight. Oh, to quote Jontron,
Oh boy, here we go.
yep, a disgruntled Monika. Yep, no running from this one. You're right, she does scare me. Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll teach you to know your place. What, house arrest? Hey! Sorry, Monika, but that's what it kind of feels like. Man, you're one to talk about house arrest. Bruh. You literally left at like 5:15 in the morning when everyone else was asleep without any, notice about where you were going or what you were doing. I think she has every right to be mad at you. You said it yourself, you are not in a position to be bargaining right now. Bruh. I appreciate you looking out for me and all, but having me all cooped up is a bit much. Right. And what's this about you being more careful next time? Oh, that was... yeah. That look on Monika's face just says it all. Like, as soon as he let that slip, that he got hurt when he specifically said he wouldn't. Like, Monika's just looking, and Monika just has this face like, I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Honestly, Ben, I just wish you would have told me beforehand where you were going before you left. Yeah, all you had to fucking do was leave her a text. Was that so hard? That way I could have dragged you all the way back home myself. But in the meantime, stay in the house, okay? I can tell you're hurting from here. As soon as she mentions it, the dull pain in my back grows a little more. Fair. She is. Absolutely. Spent the better part of the day on my laptop after getting the last bits of stuff in their places. Dressed in my clothes, electronics, gizmos, and doohickeys. The works. I'm on my bed halfway through a season of some dated sci-fi show I pirated, trying to ease the pain. I like how he's not even subtle about it. Bro's just like, yeah, I just straight up pirated this. I don't care. Man, in retrospect, this is some really thinly veiled propaganda. These guys always seem to be in the right. I'm interrupted from my train of thought as I get a notification from JJ. Yo, wanna play? Sure. I ain't got anything better to do. I hop in VC. This is so real. Da-dung, da-dung. Connected. Good evening. Sup, cuz? Wanna tell me about what's going on with those girls, bud? Ah, shit. He was gonna have to confront this at some point. Dude, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna keep saying it. You're complete strangers. We don't even speak the same language. Bruh, if you're gonna be hanging out with them day after day, they won't be strangers for long. He's got a point, but I'm not gonna concede and give him ground. That'll happen naturally, don't you worry about that. They're even your age. You won't have to fumble like you did with Miss Van de Cap. Oh, fuck off, dude. Never speak of that absolute withering prude of a teacher. Ever. Man, can we just play? I've been
bored out of my mind for the past few hours. Probably because you hurt your back. Alright, fam, settle. Alright, I got that one. Okay, that one's glued to me. You got this. Come. I'm on it. Hurry, dude. He's about to blow me. Yeah, just wait. Dude, come. Already there. Don't take these lines out of context, please, for the love of God. A few tense seconds pass, hearing the last enemy jet howl closer and closer. Just as the bandit's about to get a missile off, JJ let loose a burst of cannon fire, blowing up the assailant. The game ends with JJ's clan of mine flying in formation, touting the victors of the match. Let's go! That was insane. Bro, I'm almost out of storage. I recorded that whole thing. Really? Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's because we're a transfer student to Japan. We don't know any of these girls. I mean, we as players know them, but our boy here in game, he doesn't know jack shit about them. Man, what a dub. With that, I gotta call it. I don't want to end tonight on a loss. Alright, bud, catch you later. Wait, shit, actually? He turns on his webcam, prompting me to do the same. He's out of view, with his upper torso leaning aggressively to grab something that's far from where he's sitting. He returns with the CD in hand, text written in black Sharpie on the cover side, unintelligible from the camera not being in focus. Is this fucking Sonic.exe reference? Because, bro, straight up. Just a random disc with, like, you know, black Sharpie written on it. That could be anything, but that's the reference. That's the vibe I'm getting. For some reason. What? Did you always look like that? Like what? Never mind. Just show him the CD. What's the fucking CD? I gotta see it. He furrows his eyebrows and squints. The fuck? Are you in bed right now? Yeah. Fucked up my back this morning. It's been sore ever since. Just go to a chiropractor, for fuck's sake. Cause, not 1 week and you've already fucked yourself. Old habits die hard. Bruv, you're gonna die hard at that rate. Roll my eyes. Whatever. JJ then presents the CD, front and center in the camera's view. You know what this says? You speak Japanese, yeah? Oh, it's kanji. Okay. I can speak it for sure. Reading? Not so much. Bring it closer. Your friend says you have the constitution of an 80-year-old man. Oh my god. The camera now autofocuses on the CD, the text being more readable. I take a screenshot of JJ's camera feed. You can stop holding it now. The text is mostly a mishmash of kanji, with only a few bits of hiragana here and there. The only kanji I know in there is God, but everything else is a wash. I am God? No clue, dude. Might as well be Chinese. Oh shit, so it is Japanese. Yeah. Where the fuck did you find that? It was on the ground on the way to school. This is the beginning of a creepypasta. Like straight up. This is how a lot of creepypastas begin. I'm so glad we're video chatting. I can convey so much more emotions through facial expressions. I call this one unbridled disappointment. What? Has no one taught you not to put random CDs and USBs you found on the ground somewhere into your PC? Again, have creepypastas taught us nothing? Chill, cuz I'm smarter than that. He's gonna put it in his computer at some point. Like, we all know that's gonna happen. I really want to see what's on it. Okay, and? What do you want me to do? I don't know, bruv. Give me a solution. Dude, have you ever heard about curiosity killing the cat? Bro, can't be that bad. Oh yeah, go get a disk drive then. I dare you. I am not going to convince this man to not look at it. Ugh, right. Let me think.
Does the school library PCs have CD readers? You sure? They haven't updated their shit since the 2000s. Ah, Sticky Sarah. Yeah, cause Sticky Sarah. Alright, if you're still curious, you should open it there. But if it starts making the PC all sentient and shit with malware and viruses, hold down the power button until it shuts off and walk away. Remember what happened during the sports carnival? No? Remember when that marquee fell on top of pretty much all the heads of the upper management of the school? When you were fucking with it too much? Oh, shit, yeah. I'm surprised he wasn't expelled for that. Remember what I said to them to bail you out? Yeah. It's like that when I got there. If some shit goes down with the PC and someone catches you making a break for it, just say those magic words. The door to my room slowly opens, with Monica's head slowly poking out of it. Oh, hello. She turns the light switch on and my eyes adjust to their new sense of sight. Oh, hi, Monika. Fuck. Who's Monika? My parole officer, apparently. I see her bow from across the room. Monika's the host. Monika does as Monika pleases. I heard some suspicious things and I was curious. Ah, shit. She took that stuff out of context that I told you not to take out of context. God damn it. You did? No, he's joking. Yes. First off, what's this about someone blowing you? And who's Sarah? See, this is what I told you guys not to do. Don't be like Monika. That's neat to know. Want to say hi to the guy who apparently has a higher body count than Stalin? Monika makes her way over to me, getting on the bed and sitting next to me against the headboard. I pull up my headphones from the jack so that both of us can hear JJ, and I make sure she's in frame too. Hi, my name's Monika. I'll be hosting Ben until December. Hi. JJ's a bit camera shy now that Monika's here. My name's Jadu. Oh my god, he's red as a tomato. He was not expecting this woman to be our boy's host. JJ was not ready for this. Jadu? Jamshidi. However you say that name. I can't stop grinning like an idiot. Shut up! I didn't say nothing. Me and Monika share a laugh at his expense. Hey JJ, this is a perfect opportunity to practice some of that Japanese you've supposedly learned in anime. Try introducing yourself. Good morning. My name's Jadu. Nice to meet you. My smile's still plastered on from all the embarrassment coming from the screen. Very good. Very good, very good. You're almost naturalized, JJ. Really? No. God damn it. A moment passes with JJ staring into his screen, eyes darting left and right, getting a good look at me and Monika. So let me get this straight. You, right now, are living with Monika. Correct. And the school's just fine with this? Why wouldn't they be? Bro, come on! I seriously don't know what you're on about. Yeah, he does. I was gonna say it before he said it. He does. He's just playing dumb. He's just fucking with him. Bro, please. Please what? Can't just ask them for another host. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. They've dug their heels on this one. You and I should know how final our school is on these things. Only a single apostrophe is needed here, not the double quotations.
Besides, this place is actually pretty nice. Way better than home. That's not saying much. I know. Parents around this time at least. Well, parent. Nice. They good to you? Yeah, a little on the scary side though. The handicap. I thought we reached an agreement never to speak of her, but yeah. A little less scary because she... No. You are not about to call Harumi hot while Monika's right next to you. For once he actually used his brain. I'm impressed. Shit, what? Also, I don't remember agreeing to shit, bruh. Until you saved me one. This fucking guy. Anyway, I don't know about you, but it's getting late over here. Oh, word. I was just getting ready for school. This was cooked. Sure was. I'll message you whenever I'm free if you're down to play again. Alright, I'll let you know. See ya. See ya. Beep. I keep my eyes on the screen. Ooh, we like to. I shut my laptop down and closed the lid, setting it aside. That's some payback. Yep, different time zones, shaky internet connections. It's a struggle, but we manage. What? Kidding. He gets flustered whenever a girl talks to him. Wish it weren't the case, though. Poor guy. Sounds more like you, really. I turn and give Monika an eyebrow, only to realize how close we've gotten. Yeah. I really enjoyed the experience of the mod within. I really liked it. My face grows hotter. Whoa. He's like, when did that happen? I recoil away from her, getting off the bed to get a good distance away from her. Now I get why JJ asked me that. Never getting in the same bed as Monika. That shit almost killed me. I was gonna ask you if your back's fine to walk tomorrow, but it looks like that answers that. I stretch out, having just laid bedridden for the last several hours. Well, that's good. Still kinda there, but it should be fine in the morning. Why do you ask? I'm going to the mall to meet up with Natsuki and Sayori. And you want me to tag along so I don't go running off without you knowing? Monika ponders this for a fleeting moment. Yes. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you're officially that guy. Yeah, you know the guy. Fool me 3 times? Alright, you're officially that guy. A dumbass? We're also gonna ignore the fact that Monika just called herself a dumbass. Hearing her swear in English just cracks me up for some reason. I guess it would. She glances back and forth from my laptop to me. So, do you have any other hobbies than gaming and shouting your lungs out? Hey! My brain does a hard reset as I just proved her point. How'd you know I have other hobbies including taking with electronics, snooping around, and arts and crafts. We're not gonna ask him to elaborate on that. Oh, like making posters and decorations? No, nah, just making things. I wish you could see my face right now. He's a Rule 34 artist. Oh my god. I could make a few paper cranes if need be.
He'll definitely help during the festival.
No, if he has a quote homework folder, never let Monica near that thing. No, if he doesn't want Monica to throw him out onto the fucking street, he doesn't ever elaborate on that. I don't even have a folder labeled homework on my desktop. Is that an observation or a demand?
I don't know. Which do you prefer?
Yes. Monica gets up from the bed, dusting herself off. I'm not that crusty, am I?
Well, whatever skills you may have, I'm sure they'll be a big help for us.
Here's hoping. You mentioned a festival? What does that entail?
It's where all the clubs show what they do. It's to help get in new members.
Excuse me, my goodness. Ow. Didn't work out too well?
Still, I do want to host another event, though I doubt the others would want to. I don't want to repeat the same mistakes. I'm hoping there's something you could do, so we don't.
Now that the club's been brought up, I feel like I'm a little out of my depth in terms of selling the concept to other students. We'll see. I'm probably gonna stop soon. I decided to get back at Monica for spooking me just then. Now, unless you're planning to get changed inside my room and sleeping with me, the door's right behind you. That was out of left field. I think this mod is just doing its own thing. I don't think it has any relation whatsoever to the base game. It's just a different version. Excuse me, found a little like slice of life thing. Yeah, that's right, blush.
Oh, right.
Good night then. Night. Turn the lights off on your way out, please. Thank you. I lay back down on my bed, pulling the covers over me. Hey, Brawny's dear, hello. How are you doing? Man, I've been up since 5. I haven't done much today. Yeah, because you hurt your back by crashing into Yuri. Like a dunce. I still haven't convinced Monica to let me off the hook. Wonder if sucking up to her would be the call here. After the shit you've pulled, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll put together a proposition, my obedience for the day of my emancipation. Sounds foolproof. Well, I gotta remember, Germany, he spent most of the day in bed because he hurt his back. Let the fatigue sink me deeper into sleep. Back in dreamland. Kara and JJ are off a good 10 meters away from me, trowels picking clumps of earth away to fashion our makeshift defilade. Hey Ben, is this deep enough? Her outside voice echoes off the trees around us. Think you can fit all 3 of us in there? Yeah, it sounded like some multiplayer thing they were playing, so they probably played a lot of matches. I hear a racket of jackets ruffling against each other and dirt being readjusted. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, if you're ready, then I'm ready. Just about finished up here, too. I do up the last connections to ground on the screw terminals, my fingers working at a reduced pace on account of the cold weather. This is what we have gloves for, you dunce. I double check every single component before flipping the arming switch. We are live. Hey, that's my line. I excitedly jog back to the mini trench, gingerly holding the detonator. No. It was stated earlier that Monika is the club president and Siri is the vice president. So,
Same pecking order as before. I jump in the space between Kara and JJ, lining the opposite sides of the trench. The earthy smell of the soil fills my sinuses. I give both of them a look of unadulterated giddiness before holding the detonator with both hands. JJ's somewhat neutral, but Kara's all clumped up like a pill bug with her fingers in her ears. Oh man, where's the geometry dash sound when you need it?
Fire in the hole!
JJ quickly mimics Kara, hands quickly going to the sides of his head. Click. The boom from my little weaponized milk carton envelops the entirety of my body and my hearing, a clear thump reverberating in my chest. Tree canopies and our immediate surroundings rustle as the shockwave travels out in the forest we conducted our little experiment. Everything goes quiet due to my temporary bout of deafness, adding to the eerie atmosphere that the fog helped set up. All three of us arise from the trench to inspect what my bomb did. It did little to nothing, just a small pancake-sized crater on the ground, while all the leaves around it swept away from the source of the explosion. I pat myself down in case there were any stray bits of shrapnel or wood that may have grazed me anywhere. You guys good? Did you get hit anywhere? I can only hear the bassy parts of my voice. Listening to everything else is like trying to hear through some thick pillows. That's typically what happens after an explosion. Just a thought. I see Kara and JJ check themselves before saying some things to me. Reassuring nods are given out to clear up any misunderstandings. The both of them continue to converse with each other. The tone of their voices carry a hint of panic. I guess it's about the ensuing police response, but I'm not too concerned with that. I spot a white bit of shrapnel embedded in the trunk of a nearby tree. Getting a closer look, I soon find out it's a piece of plastic from the milk carton that was a thing a minute ago. It is a thing that existed. I pull out the piece of plastic, surprised by the amount of force needed to pull it out. Inspecting it, I notice Kara sweeping the blast site, with JJ putting the dirt pile deflated back in the trench. I catch a glimpse of her pointing upwards. Not even a chance shows itself for me to look up as I'm hit in the back of the head from a falling branch. I'm knocked out to the ground, feeling the thumps of something coming to my aid. Someone, sorry. I can hear it's Kara, and I can hear her calling out my name. She grabs hold of my upper arm. Shaking me won't make me any less knocked out. Ben? Wake up, sleepyhead. Monika relentlessly shakes me awake until I give a sign of consciousness. 5 more minutes. Groggily try to attain full alertness, but everything's too comfortable and cozy. I'm wrapped up like a warm, toasty cinnamon bun. I never want to get out of this bed. I try opening my eyes, only for them to fall shut again. Maybe I'll wake up one sense at a time, starting with hearing. Sleepyhead, who taught you that one? Natsuki did. She made me watch an anime in English dub so I'd understand the plot more. Well, did you? No, not really. I still didn't like it. I scoff at the thought of Monika watching anime. No, I think it's just random dreams he's having. They don't seem to have any rhyme or reason yet. And yes, that does seem like a bizarre thought, Monika watching anime. Pardon me. Now get up. We have a large day ahead. That sounds weird. It's usually a big day. or a long day ahead of us. I see. Still, you gotta get up. I gotta look after you all day today. But bed, soft and warm, world, hard and cold. Well, we wouldn't have nice things if he didn't put up with life, Ben. Now, Monica yanks away my blanket, the freezing cold soon enveloping my body. I shiver a little, trying to yank back the blanket before it retreats further into Monica's cruel control. If Touch wasn't already awake, it sure as hell is now. Wake up. Breakfast is ready. Oh. Oh, damn, that's all you had to say. I turned to my other side to see Monica in her pajamas. Not bad. He's just like me. He's just like you. I usually don't sleep with many covers on, even during the winter time, so that's never really a problem for me. But yeah, excuse me. Maybe based on that scene, I should go with the Sayori route. Seems like they'd be perfect for each other, no? Also, I have to compliment Monica on having her hair down, because I love Monica when she has her hair down. It just looks so nice. If he hadn't had one, he definitely will have one in a minute here. Oh, absolutely. Oh. And Sight is online. Yep. He's awake. He's awake now. Morning. Good morning. Shall we? After you. I follow Monica downstairs. I said it before. Bro knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, and I think that's as good a place to leave things off as any. Because I've still got to work tomorrow, and I really don't want to stress my throat more, because during the last hour it's starting to tell me I should probably stop before I go any further. Yeah, I'll look at it before I go to bed tonight, because I am curious about the VN that you played. But yeah, I don't think I want to talk too much more. I don't want to make things worse just as they're getting better. You know what I'm saying? And don't you give me that cheeky look, you. I don't want to hear it. Slay the Princess? I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever. I've never played it. No. Like I said, I've heard of it, but I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Really? I might have to look into it. David, unfortunately, no. I've got a collab setup with Caleb here. We're gonna continue the VN that we've been playing lately, Aokana. 4 Rhythms Across the Blue. It's pretty fascinating, quite the departure from the last 2 that we played so far. But yep, I will be continuing this at some point.
maybe next Saturday, depending on what happens with scheduling and all that. I haven't figured out the schedule for some of the days this week yet, so that's still to be determined. I'll be looking forward to hearing what you have to say. I hope basic training goes well, mate, and I have to say, I don't think I'm through all the demo content yet. I don't remember if there was a ball scene in the last demo. It sounds familiar, like I think there was something like that in the extended demo. I'm like trying to remember, but but yeah, I'm really enjoying what you've done with the mod so far. Like, I think this is the kind of solid piece of modding that the community has been looking for a while. Like, you boys over at Team Relations have done good. This was a hell of a project to get out right before you're heading off to basic training, so I wish you all the best, and I'll be looking forward to hearing about how basic training went when you get back. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I'm looking forward to getting into more of this, getting into the depths of Act 1 here, finding out how, what more we have in store. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'd say at this point, it seems well deserved. But yeah, I'm out. Take care.